Standing by.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Complete.
Konnichiwa is your favorite superstar, the multi-dimensional Tajigin Khaiden, a sentient star cluster in VTuber form. Give me 1 second here, I'm checking something. My air conditioner is making this extremely loud sound. I don't know if it can be heard, but hopefully you can't hear it because I'm gonna have to get it looked at. Because I made some tests right before the stream and it wasn't picking it up. But then I immediately when when the countdown was about to end, I started seeing that I was getting feedback there on the audio mixer for the mic, so it was like getting heard for a moment. It's really not nice. It's really not nice. But anyway, let us start our Final Fantasy XIV week like this. It's great to see you, Vermilion. Glad you could be here for the start of the stream. Yes, it is time at last to have a complete Final Fantasy XIV week. Yes, you know, it didn't quite go the way I wanted it to. I did want to like maybe stream yesterday and then have maybe 5 days of the entire week like this. Tomorrow Final Fantasy Friday is not going to be at the usual time because I'm going to be busy at that time. You know, things like that happen. But in exchange for that, you know, we're going to have the entire week dedicated to it as I had originally planned. 2022, July 1st was when I first started Final Fantasy XIV. It was a big deal. It was fun. I'm still having fun in the game. Wish I could play a little bit more of the stream, but yeah. Other games take priority. I played a little bit of Fortnite earlier. Good stuff. It's getting really frustrating for me on Fortnite though. Like, I don't know what happened to my shooting. It's getting worse for some reason. Like, I don't know. I keep shooting. I do so much damage and then the person doesn't die. And then they shoot me with 2 shots and they kill me. And then I see that they have like a green weapon and I was using a purple weapon. Like, what the fuck is going on? But yeah. No, like my hands also shake sometimes. Like, I don't know what the hell happened. Why am I getting so nervous? Why is this happening? Like, I've been able to be fine for so long. I don't know what's been going on lately with it. But I'm still gonna try to have it be better. Anyway, yes, a whole week of FF14. Definitely not gonna have those frustrating things happen in Final Fantasy XIV. Or am I? I don't know. Maybe I could just, like, do all my Astrologian DPS skills, damage skills, and then I do like 100 of them and the enemy doesn't die and they kill me with 1 shot. I don't know. You never know. But yeah, looking forward to what we're gonna have. I'm hoping we can advance a lot through Heavensward. I don't know how far we're gonna get into it, but I don't think we're gonna finish the entirety of Heavensward. It may depend on how long some streams are. There's a very tight time limit for every single one of them. Every single one of them. Like today, you know, I'm gonna have work later. I'm gonna have some other commitments. Tomorrow I'm gonna have that other commitment that took my afternoon. Then on Saturday I'm gonna have work in the morning next day, so I can't stream too late. And then the same for Sunday. But at the same time, it is 4 entire days dedicated to it. So hopefully we're able to advance a lot through it. So without any further ado, let me launch FF14. I launched it last night. Oh yeah, hold on. Oh my god, I forgot to put the going live messages. It usually doesn't happen, even though I would expect it to happen all the time, that I forget to do it. Give me a second, I gotta post this on Discord and Twitter. I just did it on Twitter. Let me do it also on Discord. It's been a long time since this has happened. I probably forgot because of the stuff that was happening with my air conditioner sound. It kind of threw me off. It's easy to distract me. Or rather, a distraction is enough to like break my entire concentration on something. Like, it's egregious the way it changes it. Anyway. Let me also put the live thing on my profile. Every here and there I forget that one. That one is more often than this one. Man, I'm also a little upset right now because I just had like 2 cups of coffee and I'm barely feeling the effects of it. I think they made me sleepier. I'm launching Final Fantasy XIV right now, by the way. I'm launching the launcher, I should say. I'm opening the launcher is what I meant, not the game itself. The Make It Rain campaign. Wonder what that is. I don't know what that is actually. I'm so waiting, so looking forward to the incoming. I forgot the name. Summer Festival. That's gonna have that Sentai Ranger outfit. Looking forward to that one. Give me a second. Let me check something quickly. Yes, I gotta change a few things here. Give me a second. Okay, yeah, like I'm just changing this screen here. I just had to remove the game record there. That was for Fortnite last Friday, right? Yeah, last Friday. So it's almost been a week. Yeah, because my Wednesday got super complicated, Tuesday as well, so I just like, yeah. I'm just gonna post it on Wednesday because, not Wednesday, sorry, Tuesday is the one that got complicated. So I just had to end up leaving the first stream of this week to today, but it still works out. You know, I actually wasn't planning to stream on Friday because of the commitment I have later. And then I realized I can also have it at like 1 PM Eastern. We can work it out like that. So that will work out. 1 second, I'm checking some things here. Yes, I also wanted the rotating feed on top, right there. While I'm logging in, I'm checking that some things are alright. Very happy with how the schedule graphic ended up turning out. Because I used a picture from the game right there. And it's something I had been planning to do for a while. And yeah, a week dedicated to Final Fantasy XIV only is perfect. It's like art of me. It's like seeing myself in a different sort of dimension. In a different way. It's like all those group pictures I do. And that I use on the schedule sometimes. So yeah, last I was here, I was on the Gold Saucer. Let us go to the daily Cagpot first and then the weekly one. I probably missed last week's because I didn't play last week. So I probably have an expired ticket. 3 expired tickets, rather. You know, you never know. You could have, for all you know, you could have missed out on the 1 million guild reward. You may have had every single number coincide. But I'm going to assume that is not the case, of course. Let's get to the next one here. What was I going to say? There were other things I was going to say, but I kind of forgot. Let's try this one. 108. There is a method to like get the most out of this one, but I've never bothered with it. Like an external tool you use in a website or something. I don't remember what it was. I have no idea how that works. So let's go to the Cagpot board. And then it will be time to return to Ishgard. Let's see what's going on. Seriously, those 2 coffee cups made me sleepier. What the heck? I'm sleepier. Every once in a while, I keep forgetting that coffee most of the time, like maybe 70-80% of the time, doesn't have a good effect on me. Not the intended effect, that is. 4519. And today was one of those days. I should have just taken like an energy drink earlier. Which is not as powerful as tea. The effect is still like mild, all things considered, but it's still very helpful. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. I don't know what the blazes is going on with this body, but tea nearly always hits. It always, never, really, rarely ever, if ever, fails to hit me as it should. Energy drinks, like, just kind of ensure I don't fall back asleep as long as I don't lay down, because if I lay down, I'm still gonna fall asleep. They're not enough to like give me like a lot of energy, like be seriously pumped up. But they're enough. Like I try to take them when I'm super groggy, just dying on the inside. My body is just screaming to get back to sleep. I try to have one, but wasn't exactly like that today. And then coffee, yeah, coffee barely ever works. I don't know. I don't know what kind of effect is this. I don't know if it's a placebo of some sort, but I find that coffee hits me better if it's not coffee that I prepared myself on my house, or you know, this wasn't like instant coffee or anything like that. Like it was high quality, prepared on a coffee machine. You know, grains done down. But for some reason, whenever I go out on a cafe or a restaurant or something, when I drink coffee there, it nearly never fails to actually hit me, for the caffeine to hit me like it should. Like that one really does wake me up. But when I have it at home, even if somebody else prepares it, even if I don't prepare it, like it doesn't hit me as well. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's my bloody house. Maybe it's my bed being inside when I'm drinking the coffee. That kind of doesn't wake me up. If I'm outside taking it elsewhere, it hits me. It's weird. But yeah, yeah, a little glimpse into my my weird humanity. When a star cluster takes a human form, this is the date for today, by the way, July 6, 0706, 0706. What should we do for the third number? Any suggestions on what we should do for the third number? But yeah, what was I gonna say? Well, maybe I should just do 14, because this is FF14 week. 0014. But yeah, you know, when a star cluster takes a human form, it's gonna be kind of messed up. It's not gonna be a fully functional human. There's gonna be kinks in there. It's gonna be glitches. We're glitching through reality. That's what we're doing. All right, let's now go to Ishgard. I just gotta take a big jump though. Of course, I gotta do that. Nearly every single time I go to the Cagpot board, I end up doing that down here. You know, in 4 minutes, I think we're gonna have a gate come up. Let me see what the gate is. Why not? Let's have a little bit of fun. Let's talk to the gatekeeper. What was it? Didn't pay attention. What did she say? The slice is right. I can take that one. I never do this one right, but let's wait a little bit. I'm gonna drink a little bit of water. 1 second. Especially after like having 2 cups of coffee. Like it did hit me in parts, like it did kind of wake me up, but like there's moments in which I kind of feel the effect, and kinda is the key word, and there's moments in which I feel sleepy instead. And you know, I had like 2 or 3 Fortnite matches like an hour earlier while I was having that. A little bit more than an hour earlier actually, but yeah. No, it was about an hour earlier, yeah. Because I figured, yeah, like if I get eliminated faster, they're gonna be that long. The longest a match can go for is maybe 30 minutes. I don't think it's gonna reach that. Not really 30 minutes, it's 20 something minutes rather. But yeah. And then, even that wasn't enough to wake me up. They're gonna keep trying to do things in Fortnite though. You know, with the Steam Summer Sale right now. Oh, and then also Fall Guys. I had some nice game sessions yesterday in Fall Guys. Didn't win anything actually, but the game sessions were nice. I completed every daily challenge. I need to do it more. And we're at like in the 30s in the Fame Pass, so we're advancing well through it. And when did that Fame Pass come out? Was it like earlier this month? And earlier this month would be just a few days ago, because it's the 6th of July right now. So yeah, I must be advancing through it very fast. I don't know. Actually, yeah, let me see. While we're waiting, what? Is this a Fame Pass from last month? What is the Fame Pass right now? The thing that kind of sucks about it is that the website kind of doesn't give me enough information. So I gotta... Yeah, like the website doesn't tell me when it's over. So let me see if there's a wiki. Oh my god, yeah, no, I see it. I needed to see the start date, and it's June 13. It was June 13, so yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So it might be over very soon. Ugh, I need to play a little bit more. The thing that sucks about Fall Guys is that once you finish the daily challenges, you're not gonna earn a lot of experience. Like, it kinda is encouraging you, in a very hard way, to stop playing the game at a certain point. Like, I'm all for, like, preventing addiction, but I don't know if this is the best way to go about it. I get the feeling it's unintentional. But, yeah. You know, like when you're having an MMORPG, if you're logged out for a while, when you come back, your experience is gonna be boosted, your experience gain. World of Warcraft has that. I don't remember what else has that. Well, most of the time you have to rest at an inn or a place like that. The Old Republic has that. Sotor, which I'm thinking of getting back to, by the way. But yeah. Could be starting any moment now. We're gonna have a lot of people for this one. Where's the person? There they are. I need to figure out how to do this one. I forget which is which. The slice is right. Oh yeah, the slice is right is the one where you move somewhere. The other one, I think it's where the wind blows. Yeah, that's the one where you have to stay in a specific place. I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna stay here with this person here. I just don't quite know how to move, so let's see how we do. Let's see if Greg, Gilgamesh, yeets me off the arena. Is it Gilgamesh? I think it's somebody different, maybe. Yojimbo, right? Yojimbo. Yojimbo. Like Jimbo. Yeah. But after this, we'll go back to Heavensward. I'm hoping that this week we're also gonna do more Astrologian and/or Black Mage quests. I'm still insisting on only doing them when I get to that level for them. So let me see. It doesn't say it here, right? Doesn't tell you here, but yeah. But yeah, this Feather in the Cap quest, Astrologian quest, is level 56. I think I'm already in the area for that. Okay, it's in the Astrologian area there. Athenium Astrologicum. And then I don't know what the Black Mage quest is. I would have to switch. I'm not gonna do it right now. It's almost time to start right here. Let's drink some tea. I'll be having some tea right after the stream, I think. Earl Grey, Ceylon Black. Let's say this is a drink of Ceylon Black. I really want to go back to having some other teas in a Kung Fu method. Hell, I might even do it today, but I don't think so. I don't think I will. Like, I forget that I have like that decanter from May Leaf that makes it super simple. I don't have to use the guy one and all of that stuff. I haven't done like Kung Fu with a guy one in a while though. I really need to get back to it. Should I move here? What should I do? The most renowned swordsman of the Far East. Let's go. You know, at least this is not Leap of Faith, so I gotta be grateful for that. Here we go, battle in the big bridge. Battle in the big platform in the Gold Saucer. Can't wait until I'll finally get to this battle in Final Fantasy V when I finally play it. You know, I'm just going to allow myself to play more RPG games off the stream. I just want to stream every single one of them. But like in the Steam Summer Sale, this is what I was talking about earlier. How does this slice? Should I move anywhere? I should have moved it somewhere, yeah. Yeah, pretty much everybody avoided that. I was the only one that got yeeted off. I don't get it. Still haven't learned that one, and that is so loud. Let's do a little bit of Cuff Car. I want to complete one of the challenges we have, which is to earn 100 MGP, I think. Don't worry, don't worry. We are gonna get into the rest of this. But yeah, what I was talking about was that I'm thinking of what to buy for the Steam Summer Sale, because there's a few things I haven't on my sites. I already mentioned a few of them, like Live Alive. Nice shot, by the way. Live Alive, Octopath Traveler 2. Those were the main two that I wanted to get out of this because they're so expensive, but they're so worth it. Let me see the challenge log though. 1 second. How are we doing on the Gold Saucer? Let's go, Bob! Let's go! Oh, okay. I just need 1 MGP. Let's do another one. Just 1 MGP. Let's go. But like, they're still so expensive because the discounts were not a lot on them. Not as much as I hoped they would be. So still, the discounts we have right now are very helpful. Let's go back to Ishgard, by the way. Alfino's Way. Yeah, I think it is in Ishgard. Like, I calculated what it would take to get all the games I wanted. I remember it was World of Final Fantasy, Octopath Traveler 2 and Live Alive, and there were some more. I don't remember which ones. But yeah, they ended up being more expensive than I would have expected them to be, that I would have liked them to be. So I could afford to buy all of them, but then that would leave me dry for other things I want to spend money on. Right now, my priority, a bit later this month, is to get some hard drives for the computer. Because I do need some more, not hard drives, sorry, drives. Most of them are, no, yeah, all of the ones I would buy are SSDs, solid state drives. Where is Alfino? I think I was wrong. This is not in the, oh, yeah, it is the manor. There we go. Did you do the Gold Saucer event story? Did I? Which one do you mean, Bob? The one that unlocks it? I probably did it. I may have done something else that I forgot. Otherwise, probably not. It depends on what you mean. But yeah, so if I do successfully get those drives, I'm gonna have them installed into the PC. I don't know how to do it, sadly. And I don't want to just move anything on the PC. It scares the hell out of me to break something, so I'm gonna have to take it somewhere. Take it to the last place where I got the repairs in the PC repair saga a few months ago. See, what I'm trying to avoid is a bad situation if another PC repair saga happens, though. I'm gonna need to get some external drive as well, but that's gonna come later. Maybe I should prioritize that first, but yeah. Maybe I should, actually. It may depend on what is more expensive. That might be a good idea, actually, but yeah. So I'm saying that so because that week, since I'm getting it, like, I'm getting them installed and I'm getting all of that stuff done, I'm probably not gonna have the PC for a few days, so I may not be able to have like a stable schedule for that week. But that may still be a little bit away. If it goes well, like in August is when I'm doing that. Let's talk to everyone though. I think I already talked to this person. Emanueline. Did I already talk to all of them? Let me see. How many dragons would it take to darken the mid-sky, do you think? 1,000? More? Too many at any rate. So yeah, picking up from where we left off with Roban liberated, we're back to helping people at Ishgard. I confess, I confess, I don't know where else you might seek sanctuary, but few places are like to be more perilous than a city under siege. I think I did read this last week, or rather the last time I did this. The coming of the Horde spells ruin for Ishgard, but her knights shall fight to the last to shield her citizens from harm. The observatorium bells have tolled. Either flee this place, or make ready for war. You gave me great sanctuary here. It's time to repay the favor. Rather, they were repairing the favor to me when they did that, but I still want to help them. They deserve it. What will become of this place and us? Talk to me, Alfino. Alfino is deliberating how best to proceed. The choice we make this day may have grave implications for our order. It is only right that Tataru should have a say. Come, let us all meet outside and discuss the path that lies before us. Yes. With your leave, gentlemen. No, they're busy discussing things. We are busy discussing things as well, so let's go outside. Of course, we're gonna be walking around here as we should. That's the way it should be done. What is Tataru gonna say? I mean, as Scions of the Seventh Dawn, we gotta do this in a way.
Ishgard cannot well endure another assault. Even should her knights succeed in turning back the Horde, the casualties will be catastrophic.
But what other choice do we have? It's not like we can talk it over with them. Dragons and men aren't exactly on speaking terms.
I think Tataru's voice before Heavensward was very different, wasn't it? It was more high-pitched. More cute, I think, but yeah. Yeah.
With certain notable exceptions.
Midgard Sormer? Who are you talking about? Or maybe,
You don't mean Iceheart?
Lady Iceheart, yes, let's talk to her.
When last you spoke with her, she lamented her crimes, did she not? Then there remains a sliver of hope. If we can persuade Iceheart to act as our intermediary, we may yet be able to convince Nidhogg to abandon his bloody course.
Let's see if she's gonna do that, though.
If there is to be a meeting, I would accompany you.
Yeah, I was thinking of Estinian.
Estinian?
Come, my friend, come.
Even with your intermediary, Nidhogg's blood rage may render him deaf to reason. However, the mere attempt may afford our forces precious time to prepare.
Yeah.
Of course, you might also consider a more direct approach to ending this conflict. With the power of the Eye at my disposal, and the vaunted strength of the Warrior of Light, we could conceivably slay the beast outright.
I like the way he thinks. Though I do think we should try diplomacy first, as Alphino is suggesting. If we see it's all going downhill and Nidhogg doesn't want reason, then let's fight and let's kill each other.
If we are to risk a face-to-face meeting with the Dread Worm, I for one would feel safer in the company of the Azure Dragoon. However, I should only turn to your alarms if my words failed to find their mark. Is that clear?
See, Alphino shares my sentiment.
Perfectly. I shall assume that Isart enjoys similar diplomatic protection until instructed otherwise.
It's a good assumption, I think. See, Estinian has a great head on his shoulders, so to speak.
A word of advice.
I really like him.
Think carefully before divulging the particulars of this plan to Sir Emmerich.
Mm.
It would not do to have the Lord Commander accused of consorting with heretics.
Yeah, that's the only problem with this plan. The overzealousness in Ishgard.
Indeed. I thank you for your counsel, Estinian. We shall be honored to have you with us.
I am glad to be of service.
Please, Estinian, please. Don't mention it. We have chosen a difficult road. Sorry, let me try it again. We have chosen a difficult road. Yet even should we succeed in winning Iceheart to our cause, our plans for parley will swiftly come to naught should the Holy See decide to strike first against the Horde. We must petition the Lord Commander's aid ere we set forth. I only hope that Sir Emmerich will be willing to muscle Ishgard's forces on the strength of our vague assurances. Tataru, I would ask that you remain a Forton Manor and inform the Count of our decision. Tell him that the Signs of the Seventh Dawn mean to do all in their power to ensure that Ishgard and her people survive. Yes, sir! And let us go. Yes, Tataru, thank you for the help. Do stay behind and do that. Alright, Twitch is needing me to do another ad break, 90 seconds. Yeah, because we spent a while doing stuff in the Gold Saucer. We only just got started and there's already another ad break. But yeah, let us run through it. We'll get back. I'll drink some water in the meantime. Sometimes those 90 seconds just flash by for me, sometimes they don't. I guess it depends on what I'm doing. If I'm like in the middle of a match or something, I probably don't notice it. It really depends. Let's see here then. We gotta go to... where was it? Congregation of our Knights Most Heavenly. It's right here, right? No. The Forgotten Knight. That was the inn, right? So you could just teleport to the inn right there. I should do that more often. It's right there, but the congregation... Ah, yes, I rarely ever get to do things around here. So let's see. Like, this is the building... Before you get used to Ishgard, this is the building you confuse with the inn. But the inn is actually, like, next to it. At least that was my experience. I'll talk to the Temple Night Guard in a moment. Alphino's way, I'm just waiting for the ad break to finish. Let me stretch a little bit. Alright, let's talk to the guard. You will speak with the Lord Commander? Pray, make it quick. Please, I will make it quick. This is important business. Or Sir
I want
Emmerich.
the defenses of the Outer Ward rechecked. See to it that the ballistas are in good repair
and supplied with enough ammunition for a prolonged siege.
At once, my lord.
There's Alfino, Estinian. We look so good together.
Twould seem I have visitors, and unlike those messing beyond our walls, these ones are welcome.
Pray forgive us for interrupting you in the midst of your preparations, Sir Emmerich, but our suit concerns the impending assault. To speak plain, we believe there is a chance the invasion might be halted before it even begins.
Man, the way Alfino phrases it, he's so good at like making the plan sound so attractive. Of course, he's good with words, right?
I can divulge little more at this time, but I must nevertheless request that you advise the Holy See to refrain from launching any preemptive sorties whilst we seek to put our plans in motion.
Now it sounds risky.
I will gladly lend my support to any endeavor that could spare the blood of my countrymen, but I would know more of the cause you would have me champion. Will you not share aught of this mysterious undertaking?
I love this dialogue so much for some reason. Yeah, Emmerich and Alfino speaking to each other, I think I always love it. The way they're speaking.
Know that I have offered my lance to aid in this endeavor. I cannot claim that its success is assured, but our actions should serve to delay Nidhogg's advance at the very least. Which is more than can be said for the ill-conceived counterattack advocated by the sea's more vocal crusaders. They offer glorious death, but little hope of victory.
I mean, I don't think a counterattack sounds bad in context, but the way Estinian phrases it, yeah. Sounds bad in context, no, sorry. Sounds bad in the first place, but yeah, like, knowing more about it, yeah, it's probably not as good as it sounds, as he's saying.
Aye, their proposal does not inspire confidence. Our resources should rightly be spent shoring up the city's defenses.
I can see why they want a counterattack at this point, though.
The Azure Dragoon and the Warrior of Light sallying forth together to face the dread worm Nidhogg.
That's exactly what we're doing. Though we might go for diplomacy instead. I get the feeling it's not going to be like that.
I must admit the mere thought of it does much to dispel my misgivings. Go then, carry out your plan. I shall do what I can for you within the Holy See.
Thank you, Sir Emmerich. Thank you. By the way, the air conditioner is not doing as much noise right now. I was very grateful, like, last Sunday when we were doing the karaoke relay, V Harmony, because I was hoping it wouldn't do that big noise, and it didn't. So it's great. I will say this for your plan. It has made keeping secrets from the Holy See seem almost entertaining. Having secured Sir Emmerich's support, we may proceed without fear of a preemptive Ishgarden attack, which is not to say we can afford to dither. History tells us that the Dravanians will attack as soon as their horde reaches a critical size. Before that happens, we must needs track down and win over the Lady Iceheart, and then locate and parley with Nidhogg. In short, time is against us. If you are ready, Estinian, let's be about our task. What was I going to say? I was going to say something. I forgot. Something about this. I'm taking so many screenshots right now, by the way. Like, so many great camera angles. Here and the last one. You know, in this cutscene and in the last one. Some screenshots.
Yes, Your Eminence. The bells of the Observatorium warn of our enemy's approach.
So, the dragons are coming.
Or perhaps we can stop that.
Let them come. In their hundreds and their thousands. With the divine blade in our hands, we shall rend their flesh and drown the heretics in their master's blood. Even Nidhogg and his foul brood shall be powerless to resist us.
Great attitude from the Archbishop, but he sounds a bit overzealous.
And when we have rid the world of their pestilence, we shall turn our attention to our Ascian allies. See that they are suitably rewarded for their invaluable assistance.
I don't know how to feel about the Archbishop right now. He's either like very, very good, like very, very on our side, let's say, or he's like super sus. I don't know. I'm 50-50 right now on him.
If I may, Your Eminence, the Paragons wield powers strange and unknowable. Can we be certain that they will not see through our deception?
Great point by Sir Sephirin. I'm guessing he's a sir, right? Sir Sephirin?
We can be certain of naught save the righteousness of our cause. If you would be a true leader of men, you must possess conviction as well as caution.
Like his attitude, though, in general. I hope he doesn't betray us. Or he hasn't betrayed us.
Excise the root of an evil that has blighted us for 1,000 years. The risk is worth the reward.
And what of Estinian and this Warrior of Light? They have plans of their own.
Leave them to their purpose. We must each play the role we have been given. You and your chosen brothers most of all.
I think he's fine. I think he may be fine. Oh, what is this? No. Wait. What is this?
For the glory of King Thodin.
Eh? For heaven's sake, man, why can't we ever trust anyone? Why does everybody have to have some evil agenda? I can't even trust myself anymore. I can't trust Alphino, I can't trust Tataru. I'm gonna betray someone, for all I know. For heaven's sake. I might be wrong about this, but what the heck, man? What the heck are they doing now? Stop. Stop. Well, let's talk to Alphino. Oh ho, wind up Alphino as a reward. Oh, I gotta get that. Alphino will see to one final matter before setting forth. Before we set forth, we must needs inform Tataru of our plans. Then I shall await you at Saint Renid's Forum. Tell your friend we may be sometime. The road you have chosen is neither short nor easy. Of that I need no reminding. Come, Khaiden. Let us head back to Fort Town Manor. Very well. Let us head back. Let's stop walking for a moment. And it's time to teleport once again. As we are in search of Iceheart now. Where was it? The last vigil, right? Yeah. I keep forgetting sometimes, but we got it. Gatekeeper, if you will let me, thank you. It's always nice to come to the manor. A nice place. I never get tired of seeing it. Our course is set, Tataru. It may be some time before Khaiden and I return to Ishgard. Well, you just be careful, alright? Oh, and don't worry about me. I'll be busy listening out for news of our lost friends. If anyone can find them, it is you, Tataru. Farewell for now. Oh, before you go, you must put this on, Alphino. I made it specially. Uh-huh. What is this? No. I couldn't possibly... Very well. What is this? What is this? Oh, yes, it's a glow up. It's a glow up. I could barely see the difference for a moment, but yeah. He even has like a little tie there. What's up with that? Oh, that is perfect. By the 12, it fits perfectly. And the quality is actually rather good. I'm glad you like it. I've been practicing my needlework when I listen to rumors and the like. A good receptionist is always learning new skills. See, I gotta continue my leatherworking so I can get at this level. My thanks, Tataru. Whatever else awaits me upon the road, I shall not fear the cold. So as the least I could do, now I must be getting back to the tavern or I'll never catch up with all the gossip. Best of luck on your journey. Yeah, and this is the new outfit that he gets. This is how he gets it. It comes together so nicely. Oh my god, it's perfect for him. It is perfect. Alright. Now we speak with Estinian. Let's see where he is. At the Sky Steel Manufactory. Exo. So around here that you get, which one was it? Gunbreaker, I think? I want to see Alphino a little bit more. Oh yeah, he looks fantastic like that. This new attire will serve me well in the bitter cold of Kurtas. I shall have to thank Tatteru properly upon our return. You have said your farewells then? Aye, we are ready to depart. I suggest we begin our search for Lady Iceheart without delay. Very well. She will prove an elusive quarry. Where do you intend to start looking? In the absence of any fresh intelligence on Isaiel's movements, I propose we pick up the trail where she was encountered last, the Kurtas Western Highlands. Let us speak with Sir Redwell, was it? As the commander of Falcon's Nest, it is likely that he will know if any heretic activity has been reported in the area. Let's go there indeed. Since I'm going there, I might use the Ether Compass for the first time. Finally start doing some currents. Oh yeah, let's go to Falcon's Nest and see what happens from here. Yeah, you know, I think I know what Bob meant earlier with the Gold Saucer event story. It was an event that happened recently, but I think I missed out on that one. Oh yeah, like there was a bonus to how much you would earn in the Gold Saucer. Yeah, I just couldn't play enough to take advantage of that. Well, Master Tajigan, what business brings you back to Falcon's Nest? Judging by the company you keep, it can be no trifling matter. The Azure Dragoon I know, of course, but I do not believe I have met this young gentleman. Alphino leaves you at your service, and you are not mistaken as to the gravity of our mission, Sir Redwall. As I am sure you are aware, the Observatorium has warned that the Dravanians gather for another assault. We believe there may yet be a way to avert the coming conflict, but only if we can find the elusive Lady Iceheart. Thus have we come to Falcon's Nest in the hope of acquiring the latest intelligence on the heretics' movements. I see. Then you would be best served by speaking directly to my men. A patrol is due to return from its sweep of the surrounding lands at any moment. You may also wish to question the knights assigned to pick over the remains of the heretic refuge at Gorgain Mills. It is possible they have unearthed information that could be of use to you. Master Tajigan knows well the place I speak of, for it was he who first discovered it. Let us divide our forces then. I will stay and await the return of the patrol, while the two of you visit this refuge. When I have completed my inquiries, I will join you there. A wise use of our time. Come, Khaiden. I am eager to learn what Sir Redwall's men have found in the Heretic Slayer. Ikuzo. Thank you, Sir Redwall. It was nice to see you again. Where's my bow? There we go. And indeed, let us speak to the knights. Where are we going first? All the way up here. Let me see ether currents around here. Approximately 226 yalms to the northwest. I see. Let's go for Mount Roulette here. 226 yalms to the southwest. 187 yalms to the north. Oh yeah, there's a little fate going on here. Let's just ignore that. 122 yalms to the northwest. Ouch, a knight just died. Let's just ignore that. 47 yalms to the northwest. How do you even like attune to the ether current in the first place? I'm gonna have to learn how to do that. Southwest? Wait. Okay. Oh, there it is. There it is. Well, let us attune. See how we can do. There are other conditional objects to remain inside quest. Okay. Does that mean I can now fly over here? No, we can't. I think we need every single ether current in the zone. Wait, what happened here? Huh? There we go. 953 yams to the northwest. Okay. We're just gonna keep going. If we get near it as we're making our way to the area, then we'll just get it. 869 yams to the northwest. Yams, however you say it. I think both pronunciations are correct. It's one of those things that's like that. I think a more British pronunciation would have it more as yeah, and the more American pronunciation would be yams, maybe. In general, I do prefer British pronunciations. I should stick to that a little bit more, I think. Well, dimension is one of those. Multi-dimensional. Still can't get over that moment I saw the 4th Doctor from Doctor Who say the word like that. And that was like long after I established myself as the multi-dimensional Tajigen Khaiden, but yeah. Like he's talking about temporal grace inside the TARDIS. Oh shoot, how do I get up there now? I'm gonna have to find a way up there. I think I messed up, I shouldn't have dropped down here. We have to get to that bridge up there, so we need to get up there. It's gonna be a long way there. It's kind of like just doing this in other MMOs, honestly. I'm having flashbacks of the troll shaws in Lord of the Rings Online. They were so hard to navigate. A little bit more, yeah. Well, you know, it's an outside area, so it's the troll shaws. So it being a snowy area would remind me of the Misty Mountains and Orokel. But yeah. So it's a lot like the troll shaws and how hard it is to navigate, and like you have to take a whole other journey to go around the mountain and be able to get up there. I think I'm just gonna teleport back at this point. 436 yams to the west. You know what? We're much closer to the ether current. We might as well just go there. Let's just go towards the ether current, and then I'm just gonna maybe teleport back to where I was. Let's see. No, not this. 362 yams to the west. Let's keep going west then. It's kind of fun to find the ether currents like this. I could just look at a guide probably for them, but it's fun this way. Can I jump there? I think I can't. Even if I dismount, I think I'm not able to. So let's mount up again this time. Let's see. Have I gotten that black chocobo yet? In the Mount Roulette? I think I haven't. But yeah, we got the Starlight Steed yet again. Let's try to ignore the polar bears. We don't want any aggro. What are those things on there? Archeornis, I think is how you say that. Archeornis. Yeah, we gotta keep going through the west. Let's ignore that fate. I mean, they're level 50... No, never mind. I thought they were level 51. Those are the polar bears. I was about to say we're still gonna aggro them, but no. But yeah, here's the Convictory. I think we're gonna have to get here for like some other quests in this quest chain. There it is, I see it. I see it over there. Let's synchronize this one. And then we're gonna try to go to where I needed to go. I'm not going to teleport back, actually. Let's get that. This is reminding me so much also of the Sky Shards in ESO, Elder Scrolls Online. And I want to get back to that game so badly too. Like, so badly. If I do, I'm gonna need to like do a graphic adjustment of some sort. Because last time I tried, I did have to reduce the graphics quite a lot. Quite a lot. But yeah, this time we got this eagle. I forget the actual name of it. Let's see, I think we have it here somewhere. What was the name of it? White Lanner. Lanner? Hold on. What about that black chocobo? Yeah, I never actually used the whistle. Let me dismount. And let's use that. And I'm going to actually summon the black chocobo. That looks beautiful. Beautiful. I may want Cosmo to be like that eventually. When I can finally change the color. The most likely thing is that I have to subscribe for that, so I can go into the free company of Allurin. I don't think I'm gonna be going to either free company, honestly. What was the name he gave it? I forgot. It's the name he uses in a lot of places. I'm bad with names. Anyway, let's see if we can find our way. We have to get in that upper area over there, I think. Oh, there's a lot of the map that hasn't even been uncovered, so we may uncover something depending on how we do it. By the way, let's use the either compass. Oh, to the northeast, that's where I'm going. I'm going to the northeast, so we might be close to another either current over there. How many either currents are there? I don't know. Gonna need to find out. But for now, that's not our priority. It would be good to be able to fly, but it's alright like this. It's a fun mechanic, honestly. I can work like this. And we jump here. Come on, we gotta be able to. There we go. Careful with the ice traps. Don't fall into the traps. And yeah, as you see, we are uncovering more of the map. Let's uncover this middle area here. That's why I'm kind of going off course a little bit. Let's see if it gets uncovered here. Yes, there we go. New location discovered. I keep comparing this to other games so much. Like I mentioned ESO, Lotro. Now I'm being reminded of Fortnite. Uncovering the map like this. I'm almost finished with uncovering the entire map in this current like season. How much is left in this season? There's still quite a few left, right? I think it ends in like September or August. If I'm able to, I'm gonna subscribe to Fortnite crew for that time. At that time. I need to check again. Just depends on how my budget is. Just subscribe for the 1 month and maybe get both season passes. Hopefully I don't miss out on anything good if I don't subscribe before. If I do, that's okay though. Of course, that implies that I'm still playing Fortnite at the time, which I hope I am. Still being fun enough. But here we are, and what about that ether current? It's right there. I was about to use the compass, but I saw it. Right as I was about to click on it. On the compass, I mean. Here we are. Yush. Let's come over here then. Have you seen the lady? Iceheart? Just a simple farmhouse. It makes one wonder what other innocent facades the heretics have chosen to hide behind. Master Tajgan, our findings, you say? Well, there is something of a tale there. No sooner had we chanced upon a promising-looking sheaf of letters than we were ambushed. No sooner had we chanced upon a promising-looking sheaf of letters than we were ambushed from the shadows by great white beasts. So, seeing the heretics foresaw our coming and left behind their pens to discourage further investigation, several of our number were badly wounded. No fatalities, though? And you cannot carry out your duties until the creatures are slain. We have not the time to wait for reinforcements. Let us deal with these pets ourselves, Khaiden. Very well then. Let us help you out with that. We were ill-prepared for what awaited us at the farmhouse. Forgive me, but until the creatures have been put down, we cannot safely continue our investigation. I gotcha. Let's see. Whoa! They're polar bears, right? Ice bears, or whatever they're called here. No, they're called polar bears as well, yeah. Oh dear! The creature took me by surprise. Forgive me. Until my hands stop shaking, I fear I shall prove more a hindrance than a help. Pray, go on ahead. And when you are certain that the rest of these things have been slain, notify the expedition leader that it is safe to return. I like it because I think polar bears are not exactly common here. So they are a more unknown creature to people in Eorzea. Well, shall we fight now? I think Cosmo is going to help us out. Let's have a Giselle Green to have Cosmo around for a little bit longer, and a grape juice before I forget. To boost my spell power. What was it that it boosts again? Spell speed plus 8%. Yeah, it's going to be helpful. Bring it on. Let's do gravity. Let's not forget about combust. Let's make them explode from the inside. Come on. Time to die. Oh yes, my Levic 2. This might be the first time I'm using my Levic 2. Not sure. Finally found some time to sit down with my laptop. You're in Italy at the moment, Mist. I hope you're having a good time there. That's great to hear. Whether it's vacation or business, like I hope you're having a good time. Thanks for watching me in Italy. We are definitely worldwide here. As part of the multi-dimensional aspect of everything, don't you see? Everything's fine now, Alphino. I heard a frightful growling from below. You encounter more of the beasts, I take it? It's been fine. Vacation? Yeah. Wishing you the best. Estinian finally arrived. My inquiries avail me not. The patrol leader had little to say beyond which of his extremities the frost had bitten the hardest. It's all taken care of, expedition leader? The beasts are slain then. My thanks, Master Tajigan. We may return to our duty without fear of a mauling. The wind-up Alphinu! I have to get that, Hold on. Whoops, didn't mean to do Esuna. Wind-up Therian has been great to have around for now, but yeah, let's go for wind-up Alphino. I hope I get back to Lord of Verminion, was it? It wasn't Vermilion, right? It was Verminion. Yeah, let's go back to the first page. There's Alphino. In an attempt to secure funding for the financially strapped organization, the Crystal Braves treasurer took it upon himself to have 3,000 crafted and delivered to Rowena's House of Splendors for sale, where they have been collecting dust since. That sucks, what the hell? And I'm guessing this was before the Crystal Braves betrayal. Maybe, I'm not sure, because we're getting in at this point in the story, so I don't know. See, the fact that they give all of those minions a little story of their own, my gosh. But alright, from one heretic to another, the expedition leader has a promising lead to aid you in your search for Lady Iceheart. You wish to track down Lady Iceheart, is this not so? The records we discovered ere those beasts mauled my comrades appear to be some manner of correspondence. We had not the luxury of perusing the contents more closely, intent as we were on surviving an onslaught of fang and claw, but I wager those epistles contain more than friendly salutations betwixt lonely heretics. My interrogation of the patrol proved fruitless. Either we divine some clue from these letters, or we wander the snowfields and pray that the gods lead us right to Iceheart's door. 'Tis hardly a choice at all. Yes, let us look through them then. But before that, it's time for another 90-second ad break. What the hell is going on with time? Time is flying today. What the heck? So let's do that first, and I'm gonna get some water again. Yesterday I did not hydrate well, but today I'm doing a lot better, I think. Let's keep that going. One second here. Yeah, you know, something I forgot to mention, I think it's one of the things I wanted to talk about earlier, is that I was very close to getting a subscription for Final Fantasy XIV this week, which would have been great for like my first anniversary in FF14. But that was because it was from the Steam summer sale. And yeah, as I suspected, I actually asked Mist how it was, and yeah, like if you buy it on Steam, it's all very separate. Like even all the way to like having to get new characters and all that, which really sucks. So I'm gonna hope there's maybe a sale on like the main website. I don't think so, but that's what I'm gonna have to do until I get enough money for the full price. Like, since it's gonna be only 30 days before I have to subscribe again, I should wait until I have... Look at the wind up Alphino! Oh my god! And Alphino is right there, like this is perfect. Let me see if I can place them together for a screenshot. Okay, this is good enough, I think. Cosmo is kind of photobombing the entire thing. Cosmo does get in the way a lot for screenshots, which kind of sucks, but yeah. That's gonna be good enough for a screenshot. But yeah, when I finally subscribe to this, it's not just gonna be the money for the subscription, but like for 6 months. I'm gonna need to have both of them. But it's a ton, like in USD, I don't know, it's like 100, no. Yeah, it's like over 100 USD, it's quite a lot. It's worth it for sure, but still needs to be a thing. Because again, as I mentioned earlier, I could maybe afford that whole thing right now. Actually, you know what, let me go right now, I'm curious, I need to see the price for that. First is the complete edition, and then... It's called the complete edition, right? Yeah. That it gives you like the other expansions all the way to Endwalker, or no, yeah, Collector's Edition. Yeah, Standard Complete Edition is the one that has, yeah, it has Endwalker. And if I buy that, then when the next expansion comes in, I'm gonna have to buy that separately. But yeah. Let me see. System requirements. No. So it's yeah, that's the one that is the most expensive. Yeah, 180 days. It's not 6 months. That's my bad. I think it was. Let me see. Yeah, it is 6 months. Yeah, there you go. That's not so expensive actually. That's not so bad. Yeah, the big thing is the standard edition. Standard Complete Edition. It sounds very confusing. The Complete Edition, Standard Edition, not Collector's Edition. Like, it's so confusing. But yeah, 60 USD. 60 USD. It's a full game, you know, it's a full AAA game nowadays. I mean, it's the price you would expect. Man, I am so tempted to just do it right now, but yeah, I gotta wait out a little bit. There's a summer sale going on Steam right now. Hard drives that need to be bought. Yeah, this can wait. But yeah, you know, I remembered it was more than this. I remember the 6 months, 180 days subscription was more than that, but I'm thinking something different. Something completely different. It's $12.99. Let's round it up to 13. Yeah, it's not that expensive, for heaven's sake, for Heavensward's sake. I'm so tempted to just bite the bullet, but I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait until I get a new payment and start like budgeting a little bit better. It's looking closer than before though, and that's a great thing to say. I will try to play more off the stream though, because to only play like once a week is not gonna justify a whole subscription, I think. Alright, let's talk to Alfino. I think I skipped one conversation. Maybe not. I have found some few of these letters. Let us get... No, wait. Yeah, that's what he said. I have found some few of these letters. Let us gather a respectable stack and see what secrets the expedition captain can wring from the collected correspondence. I wanted to take a screenshot with Alfino facing me, because the wind-up Alfino is also facing me. Where are these damnable pages? I'd rather battle 2 score Evis than continue this confounded search. Ah, the letters were in a neat pile just here. It would seem the skirmish with the beasts has scattered them rather thoroughly. Yes, let us get them. This is the first one. 1 of 3. Another one around here. It's fun the way they make you have like a quest of finding like things scattered throughout an area. Like it blends in really well. It's a great transition from a battle to a quest like this. Makes perfect sense with the story like that. Let's see if it's around here. Maybe up here. Could be something up here. There we go. Yeah, like Alfino was able to defend himself against that polar bear, but it was something that took him by surprise, and it wasn't like an easy thing, but he made it. It's like when I win at Fortnite. When I have a nice Fortnite duel where I win, it was super difficult for me. Like I managed to do it, but my hands are literally shaking afterwards. One of these days, damn it, one of these days I want to stream Fortnite again with a heart rate monitor. That should be very fun to see. Have you recovered much of the Heretics correspondence? Well, here you go. Let us see through them. Splendid. Added to the contributions from Master Levju and Celestinian, we now have more than a dozen letters. What have we here then? Every one of these pages is a record of the dealings betwixt the Gorgain Mills heretics and their fellows in the Akafa amphitheater. There are requests for foodstuffs, clothing, and all manner of provisions. Iceheart's followers must yet inhabit the ruins we had thought abandoned. What should we get here? I'm just gonna get critical, hit +4 materia. Akafa is taken from the dragon's tongue. It means roughly eternal circle. There's little wonder the heretics thought to return to that place. Alfino sees intent on traveling to the Akafa amphitheater. Yes. And I think what I used from the thumbnail was from this right here. From the amphitheater. from like a battle in the middle of an amphitheater. I think we're about to get into a duty. Maybe with Estinian and Alfino. The Akafa Amphitheater. The very place where you witnessed the manifestation of the primal Shiva, was it not? If that is our destination, the journey will be long indeed. The amphitheater lies on the other side of a treacherous tract of ice. And snow that cannot swiftly be crossed. Then we must place our faith in the Ethernet. As you may recall, our dear friend Mombrida succeeded in recreating the Akafa beacon after it had been destroyed by Lady Iceheart. Mombrida! At the time, it was assumed that the resultant Aetherite would only be temporarily viable, but given that the heretics of Gorgain Mill seem to have been in regular contact with their brethren at the amphitheater, I'll wager it still functions. I suggest we make for the Aetherite within Snowcloak without delay. Correct me if I am wrong, Estinian, but in the course of mapping the Snowcloak tunnel system, a passage was discovered leading out into the Western Highlands, was it not? Might it be possible for us to reach the Aetherite from this side of the wall? It should. House during there posted soldiers at the Western Highlands entrance after the tunnels were cleared, but they will not deny us entry. I like the double nod with Alfino there. Well, Expedition Captain, do you mean to follow the heretics' trails then? I will see that Sir Redwald is informed. Thank you, Captain. Let us go forward. I am never gonna get tired of immersing myself so much that I talk to the NPCs like I do. It's always great. If I'm ever doing this off the stream, I do it inside my head, but it's a lot better to stream it. This is why I prefer a million times to be streaming these things than to be playing them off the stream only. This is why I save the story only for on the stream like this. It's kind of like, well, this is a bit of an exaggeration to say like this, but it's kind of like if I play D&D on my own, somehow, instead of playing it with people, with players, as it's intended to. It's kind of the same, not really the same thing, but kind of a similar thing going on there. So yeah. Let me check a few things here. Duty. Alright. It's so weird to be using this mount without flying it. But yeah, it's the mount roulette. I want to get some more mounts for sure. You know, I think I could get 1 or 2 right now from the gold saucer. I have, let's see, 401,211 MGP. But I'm still saving that for the Cloud Strife Triple Trade card. It's like 1 million. Once that's out of the way, then yeah, I can begin saving again for the other things. It's gonna be less time. I think the tortoise... is this... Well, you don't die from fall damage, right? Ouch, that kind of sucked because my... Supposedly my mount was the one that took the damage, but yeah. Yeah, I think I dropped all the way to 1, but I didn't die. Unless I'm in combat. I think Miss was the one that told me that. So yeah. I kept that in mind. Alright, let's sprint for a little bit before we mount up again. Speaking of combat, let's avoid this enemy. Since I'm still in the free-to-play soup kitchen, I can't level up any further to avoid combat with that one. So let's keep it going. Might be fun to go into combat now, though. But I feel like I've already warmed up enough with combat. Oh, it's right here. Over there, I think. Still gonna be taking some fall damage here. I think we're fine, we're fine. I can heal myself, that's the fun part about this. We have begun surveying the Warrens from the western entrance, but progress is low. It would seem that all the rats have left the nest. You just realized you have crossed 200,000 channel points now. Let's go, Mist, let's go. Maybe I should have like a high point reward by now. I can't think of anything right now that would work though, for that. Yeah. There's nothing we have that would work right now with that. We do have... I could maybe start doing some sort of like crowd-funded reward. But if you have over 200,000, like, you can crowd-fund it within a heartbeat. Lurking will help in another VTuber in Friday Night 14. Have fun in Heavensward, depending on how long you go, I may join you later on. I think, yeah, it may depend on Lurin, but yeah, have fun with your VTuber friend if you can hear me. Keep it going. Keep it going. It's a VTuber party in here, you see? What ails our young lord? The moment we arrived at the wall, his face took on an ashen pallor. Was he fear facing the heretics within their own lair? What happened with Alphino? You recall the first time you ventured into these tunnels in search of Lady Iceheart? It seems an age ago, does it not? Back then, I still believed myself the commander of the Crystal Braves. I think that's what happened with him. He was reminded of that bad time. Ah, the guests of House for Tom. Accompanied by the Azure Dragoon, no less. I cannot imagine what brought you out this far, but you are welcome to enter the tunnels if that is your will. Assuming the Akafat beacon still functions, and we must pray to the 12 it does, we shall arrive at our destination in mere moments. Though I do not expect to be greeted by the Primal Shiva, we should nevertheless be prepared for a frosty reception. The heretics are not like to rejoice at the appearance of uninvited guests, particularly ones with our history. Very well. Level 53 duty level sync is in effect. Proceed. Ignore. But yeah, maybe we should be doing more things with the channel points. An impressive structure. I wonder how many ages it has endured. Mayhap you should ask its occupants. Sorry. Mayhap you should ask its occupants. Mayhap you should ask its occupants. They seem a friendly bunch. Here they come. Yes, let's talk. Let's have a conversation in this beautiful place. Come on. This looks like an arena to fight down. Dogs of Ishgard! It is not enough that you banish our beloved saint? Will you not be satisfied until the ice is slick with the last drops of our blood? Stay your weapons. We come under the flag of parley. We wish only to speak with your mistress, that we might broker a peace. Do you think us fools, boy? It will take more than honey words to earn our trust. You walk with the Dragon Slayer, and we know all too well what he is capable of. My reputation precedes me. Well, you're gonna let him... You're gonna make him show what he's capable of if you keep doing this, but I don't blame them for being mistrustful, honestly. They give us little choice. Come, brothers! May Dragon Wings bear us to victory! Yes, Shiguzo. Since I really don't blame them for what's going on here, I really don't want to kill them. You will not defile this sacred place a second time, they say. Let's go for the cane-waving heretics first. What did Alphino say? Yeah, Estinian is right, they are depth of reason right now. No, wait, we did not come here to fight, said Alphino for a moment. I think we want to take care of those cane-waving heretics first. I think they're healers, so the sooner we destroy them, the better. Shine! How is Estinian's health? He might need a little bit of healing. Let's hope it goes well there. On that score. I'm not gonna avoid that AoE. I'm gonna tank that damage a little bit. Okay, never mind. We should avoid them. Let me heal myself. That one is weak right now. By the Fury! They partake of the blood of dragons! That's not good. 7 health. Can dragon blood truly bring about such a transformation? Oh, they transformed. Oh yeah, it says wild-eyed swordsman. I thought it was like dragons that were helping them. Dragon monsters or something like that. That's something else. Louis John of the first line. Interesting. You should not have come here, Ishgardians. Okay. I'm gonna take care of this wild-eyed swordsman first. Let's heal Alphino. Let's heal Alphino first. Let's do a little bit of healing on him. Estinian seems to be fine though. He's probably a tank. Dragoon I think is not a tank, but I think he's kind of tanky in his own way, probably. Maybe I should focus. Oh yeah, there it is. They transform. But yeah, maybe I should focus on other targets first. I don't know. Let's have everybody combust from the inside. You are fortunate indeed. Behold the true power of our faith. Uh-oh. Look at that. 12 for Finn. Look at that thing. Louis Still of the first line. At last, a foe I
Know
might sink
your
my lance
folly.
into. Know your folly, he says.
Focus. Release.
Oh yeah, I haven't been using my cards. See, I did need to warm up a little bit. I'm gonna use it on myself. So next time I might do it on Estinian. I need to recover MP. Haven't been paying attention to that. I am a little bit rusty. Haven't fought in a while. Ouch. Let me heal. Precision heal thyself. Ouch. That wasn't so bad though. Now that's one tanky enemy though. Bring on the fireballs, I'll be fine. Wait. Now for that Wild Eye Swordsman, let's have Combust on this one. That's how we should do it. Oh yeah, Estinian, let's give them that benefit. Shine! I don't know if I actually wanted to kill them though. We come here to parley. And I don't blame them for being mistrustful, but they were a bit, headstrong. They fight like demons. Tis death to remain. We're not gonna kill you. We're not gonna kill you. Fall back, brothers. Retreat to the cinders. But yeah, with Estinian at our side. See no sign of Lady Iceheart. Would that we could have questioned one of them. What would you ask that we do not already know? They make for the cinders, and so must we. Even should an ambush await us, be certain there will be more heretics to question. The cinders, you say? I confess, the name is unknown to me. Mayhap you will be so good as to enlighten us, Estinian? I suspect it is the heretics' way of referring to the Dreaming Dragon, an island of sorts found in the midst of the frozen lake of Ashpool. It's frozen lake, that's gotta be Lady Iceheart's place. Some 500 years passed. 'Tis told that the Azure Dragoon of the Age fought a dragon of titanic proportions. After a savage struggle, the mighty creature was weakened unto the point of death, and forced into a magic slumber by an entire chapter of the Holy Sea sorcerers. Ere long, a rain of ash and cinders did begin to fall upon the sleeping serpent's motionless form, covering the creature at length in a shroud of grey. Of course, a thick layer of ice has since formed on top of it, but you may be sure I speak true. A fascinating tale. We should make haste to this Ashen Isle. It is a fascinating tale indeed. It's kind of like those islands that like are actually the shell of a turtle. A gigantic turtle. Yeah, I'm reminded of Yu-Gi-Oh as well. The Island Turtle monster card. Old classic card. 2000 defense. I think it was a normal monster too. Reminds me of good times in Duel Monsters. Give me a second, I'm checking something. But yeah. Let's talk to everyone. What? You've driven off the heretics! That should certainly ease the minds of our surveyors. Surveyors, man, my pronunciation is like all over the place today. Only in a land where war has raged for 1,000 years could enough ash fall to bury a dragon the size of an island. The Dreaming Dragon lies far to the west. Before we approach the frozen beast, however, there is another place I would visit first. I am told the convictors have set up camp in Twin Pools. Their leader, Jantelot, may have information of use to us. Ah, but mayhap you are not familiar with that name either? The convictors are dragon slayers, after a fashion, but I am willing to wager that they encounter their fair share of heretics. If we are indeed walking into a trap, I will learn all there is to know of our foe. This is why we should have done the Astrologian and Black Mage quests later, because I think they kinda assume you're familiar with the Convictory. But that was my introduction to the Convictory instead. A sound suggestion. Let us speak with these convictors then, and temper our haste with a measure of caution. Yes, indeed, let us make our way. I guess we're just gonna do it from here. Where's the nearest either current? 1,405 yalms to the northwest. We're not gonna get it right now, I think. I'm probably gonna get into combat with someone somewhere. That Bergthers over there. Did I say that right? Bergthers? Kind of a difficult name to say for me. How did I not get into combat with them? They're aggressive. They're what I call a red light enemy. And that came from Lotro because most MMOs are just gonna have red light and green light, but Lotro has what I call a yellow light enemy. Because they threaten you first, and if you linger around the area where they are, that's when they attack you. Only them. Otherwise they don't. They don't attack immediately. But yeah. I guess if I don't go extremely near them, they don't attack me. You know, I gotta know. I'm kind of curious. I'm just gonna go through this silver wolf like this. Silver wolf. Sorry. And yeah, I didn't aggro it. I don't know. It's an 11 level difference, right? Until you get attacked. It honestly feels with a lot of these mounts, especially Behemoth here, it feels like they're much slower than when they fly. I think that is the case, though. I think that is true. But yeah. Let's keep going. Already, it's like 7 minutes away from... We're like 7 minutes away from another ad break. Time is seriously flying today. I mean, I'm having fun, but it doesn't always fly like that. I've had fun with plenty of streams, and it doesn't fly in those. So it's weird. It's weird. I really need to go for some tea, though. But I think I'll do it after the stream. That coffee barely energized me. Whatever effect it had is already gone, I think. What the hell? Next time, I'll just take an energy drink like a normal gamer. They're expensive, though. I kind of want to save. Wanted to save on one of them. I just got reminded of something. Hold on. Just made a note there. All right. Well, what do we have here? Hoping to join the esteemed ranks of the convictors, are we? The hard-eyed lad looks promising, but you have a frayed look about you, boy. I give you 3 days ere the wilds claim your corpse. I beg your pardon? I'm surprised by Alphinaud's reaction. Be not so quick to judge. I have seen this frail youth fail heretics with a flick of his wrist. And who are you to question my... By the Fury! Seriously, everybody in this place is an asshole, seriously. I remember from when I did that with the Astrologian quest, like... I healed them and they were being super rude to me. Like, man, I wanted to cast some Malefic on them right there. That armor, that lance, the Azure Dragoon himself graces our camp. Pray forgive my disrespect, sir. I am Jantelot, leader of the Convictors and fellow slayer of dragons. No, you're not. May I ask what wins, fair or foul? Carry you into our humble camp? This and that. Lady Iceheart. Nidhogg. Ah, Lady Iceheart, is it? Ah, I know her by reputation, but I'm afraid I've seen naught of her or her people. That said, my own men can be somewhat lax when it comes to making reports. You may wish to question them yourselves. Thank you. We shall. Khaiden, Estinian, let us make our way through the camp and see what information there is to be had. I hope we can have a nice conversation with Lady Iceheart, though. At some point, something is gonna go wrong there, I feel. But we can have her as an ally, I'm sure of it. What is this blue quest that Jantelot has for me? Baby Steps is called? What is this quest? I'm very curious, actually. It's a curtain side quest. No. Let me look at it through the wiki. I'm looking at it right now, by the way. It unlocks an ether current from the looks of it. I'm kind of tempted to do it right now, actually. Jantelot wants you to experience firsthand what life at the Convictory is like. I remember you. How could I forget? You're the lad who was in the Azure Dragoons company. Since you're here anyway, perhaps you might like to try your hand at a spot of hunting before you depart? See for yourself what life is like for us Convictors. The Dravanian horde is stronger than you might expect. Unless you've been at it for years like I have, I think it's prudent to start with something simple and then work your way up to dragons. I suggest rooms. Slay 3 of those, then come back here. Consider it a warm-up. Maybe I should have done this later. Whatever. I'll be doing both of them kind of at the same time. I may have erred in seeking the wisdom of these whelps. See if we can get some repairs. Nothing. Let's talk to Alfina. What is this other blue quest? Hold on. I can't see what the name of it is. Surely one of these people will have encountered heretics while hunting. Pray speak with as many as you can, Khaiden. Yes, indeed. Nay, I know of no heretics. Do you honestly expect me to keep track of every Raidmo, Vermont, and Bertinan that wanders in and out of camp? What's up with those names? Are there heretics? Are there any heretics in the area? I have not the faintest idea. Why heretics could pass under my very nose and I should be none the wiser. I hunt dragons, my dear fellow, the big ones. Wherever do I scan the skies for signs of my prey, I can offer the miserable creatures that scurry upon the ground. Present company included, my friend? You included? I get it though, he's gotta focus on that, I guess. They gotta have somebody as a sentry here. Looking for heretics, you say? Why don't you go and bother Pierre Kid or someone? I have enough trouble keeping these premium fops fed and clothed as it is. Tis no business of mine what folk do with themselves out there in the wilds. Bless your heart, lady. Bless your heart. Pierre Kid. Pierre Kid, I feel like I should say. Someone I can help you with, my lord? Listen, that blah, 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 lady eyes are heretics, blah, blah. Heretics, is it? Well, I've never seen one myself, but I aim to say I haven't heard a thing or two. What have you heard? We would be grateful for any information you can share with us. The gods know we've gleaned precious little from talking to the rest of these people. If it please, my lord, I'm Pierre Kid. Solely by trade, though not much of one, if I'm honest. It weren't for the love of stabbing folk that I took up this spear, see? No, it was by order of Ser Jantela's father. Still, as long as they keep paying me wages, I am fussy as to what they have me do. Not everyone's as patient as me, though. Plenty of lowborn lands who had present to service start grumbling before they've seen their second battle. And once they've got to thinking how unfair it all is, don't take much for the heretics to turn their heads. From what I hear, the simple promise of freedom tends to do it. They kind of favor heretics around here, is that it? That may explain how Lady Iceheart was able to expand her following so swiftly. Sad to say, some mates of mine gobbled down the heretics trapped and asked for seconds. Told me they were off to the Western Highlights to light the signal fire. That's how you let the heretics know you're serious about joining the ranks, apparently. Send up some purple smoke and the bastards come to you. Ah, that's what we're gonna have to do, aren't we? I'm happy to do something purple. Purple smoke, that sounds like my thing. Let's do it. Is that so? Why then, I am minded to start a fire. Aha, you see? I might do that convictory quest later. I want to focus on this, I think. There's a lot of blue quests around here. See if I can get them on the map. Protecting what's important for all the nights to come. Let's see. Protecting what's important. Another ether current. I get it. For all the nights to come. Ah, this unlocks the Dusk Vigil. And an ether current. The Dusk Vigil. Have I done that before? I think I haven't, but I think I've heard a lot about it. Gotta save that for later for now. Let's focus on the MSQ. My lord must be a warrior of some renown to keep company with the likes of the Azure Dragoon. Me, I've been lucky to last 3 harpies with some of them big nasty Dravanians. I'm not familiar with the building of signal fires, but how difficult could it possibly be? Estinian wishes to prepare signal fire to lure in the heretics. We might be finding Lady Iceheart right now, let's see. If we are to lure our foes to our position, then we must find the means of producing a signal of purple hue. As it so happens, I once heard the tale of a trapper who dropped the hide of a woolly yak into his campfire. Aside from the terrible stench, the story also described in detail how the smoke from the smothered flames was tinged a deep violet. You're a monster hunter of some note, are you not, Khaiden? It should prove a trifling test for you to procure a number of hides. We may need to burn more than one ere the heretics notice our beacon. Master Alfinu, you and I shall gather wood for the fire. It will take the both of us to find enough drive fuel in this frozen wasteland. Let us meet again in the Dreaming Dragon with the fruits of our labor. I like this though because we're also hunting, like it's for both of the quests here. And right before we get to that area for the main scenario quest, there is some hunting to be done around here. So I think I'm gonna return to the Convictory right after this. And then we'll do this. Air conditioner is so loud again right now. Hoping it's okay. I may need to have it checked very soon. Let's go into battle. The music is so good though. I haven't noticed it before. Like the Heavensward battle music. That's such a Final Fantasy song. A true Final Fantasy song right there. By the way, the 90-second outbreak is gonna happen right now. I'm gonna let it happen while I'm fighting these monsters. I hope it's okay. We'll be drinking some water though. We're advancing well through the quest so far, I think. There's a little bit of extra time with the gold saucer earlier, but overall we're doing fine, I think. There's one more room to be slain. Cosmo helps me out so much, seriously. Cosmo is tanking, so the attention is on them. Let's talk to Jantalot. This is not gonna end with this. We're gonna have to do more hunting, I think. Playing those rooms already, have you? How did you find them? Did they put up much of a fight? Good work, lad. Clearly the Astro Dragoons doesn't travel with mere amateurs. Sounds like those rooms barely put up enough of a fight to be considered a proper warm-up. You clearly know what you're doing. If you want to try your hand at hunting down some dragons, speak with me again sometime. Oh yeah, this was the end of the quest. Okay, that makes sense too. So he has a side quest now. Can I fly now? I don't think so. Still needs more ether currents. I really want to do the other quests now, but we gotta save them for later. Hell, I might even do them off the stream, though I'd rather not. But this works as well, I think. Let's go get those yaks, those woolly yaks. How does it turn purple from their hide, I wonder? And yeah, they are aggressive, so let's attack them. Bring it! I'll take that damage. Let's take it. I think we're okay, that we shouldn't get overconfident. Let's have a quick heal right there. And then take care of the woolly yak. That is one hide, that's great. I don't think it's a guaranteed drop on them, so I'm counting my blessings here, so to speak. Yeah, I need to pay attention for Astrodyne, by the way. I think I've been doing that correctly. I like it. From this rock, we make the attack. Let's do it like that. And now, time for Astrodyne. Bring it on. That's what I wanted. One quick heal there. I can take that damage for sure. Cosmo is just fine as well. Thought I would have to heal them for a moment, but no. Let's go over here. We're about to light that campfire. Let's go. Kind of forgot we were in the middle of the outbreak for a moment, but I think it's already over. It's already over. I don't know at what point it was over. It's alright though. Gelato. My gosh, I love the look of this monster. This would be an ice poison monster, maybe. Pokemon. This one would be pure ice, or maybe ice steel. Oh yeah, I need to get back to like Pokemon Showdown and the stuff I was doing with the gym leaders. Can I still attune if I receive an attack? Let's see. Damn it, I was just about to get it. Alright, I'm gonna destroy the hell out of you. Come on, man, let me just do it there. You're inconveniencing me. That's enough for me to set you on fire from the inside. Die! 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 Look, man, I don't want to hold a grudge. I was just here to attune to an ether current. So yeah, I think the first attack I dodged, and that's the reason why I was still on the ether current. It's very important to still attune that. No nearby currents with the compass. That is interesting. I left Fishguard on a mission of noble purpose, and now here I am scrabbling for sticks in the snow. How can my hands be at once so numb yet so sore? It seemed that collecting firewood is a new experience for Master Alfino. This must have been a privileged upbringing. Have you the hides we need? Not necessarily privileged. He's the grandson of Louis Soir, but I mean... he didn't experience much with Louis Soir. That purple smoke looks fantastic.
Ah, I should have known it would be you.
Lady Iceheart, Lady Iceheart, let's talk, my friend. Come on.
Word reached me of a struggle with a small but well-armed band of trespassers. Forgive my comrades their hostility. Few come here uninvited, and fewer still with good intent.
See, as I said, I don't blame them.
Now, tell me why you are here.
Let's talk. We wish to speak with you. No, we wish to stop Nidhogg's attack on Ishgard.
So, you seek to stem the Dravanian tide with talk? A romantic notion.
Of course! I'm a romanticist. Thank you for the compliment, Lady Iceheart.
If you but knew the truth, the spark which lit the flames of this animosity, you would understand the futility of your quest. Shall I relate it to you? The sordid history my gift has shown me. That which the Holy See has taken such pains to suppress.
With the Echo, she has seen other things I haven't seen. Bad stuff with the Holy See. I think that was the stuff with the Archbishop that we saw earlier. Oh man, that is bad. Why do so many people need to have a hidden evil agenda, for heaven's sake?
'Twas more than a millennium past when an Elezen tribe first sought to claim the lands of Kurthas as its home. Unfortunately for them, Kurthas was already home to dragonkind, and they were not inclined to make way for the invaders. Thus did a bloody war begin. A war which might well have rumbled on until one or the other side was exterminated, had it not been for the resolve of a single woman. That woman's name was Shiva.
What? What? What the hell are you talking about?
While those around her fought and died, she attempted to parley with the dragons, and in so doing discovered them to be possessed of profound intelligence and reason. The great worm Hraesvelgar, in particular, so enchanted Shiva that she found herself growing to love the creature, whom her people considered a monster.
They could have done it so differently. They could have become dragon riders, Dracomancers maybe. I'm thinking of Adventure Quest when I'm saying that. But yeah, like, just people that live together with dragons. A city of dragon riders, Ishgard, instead of this.
In the eyes of a near-immortal dragon, however, the fleeting life of an Elezen is as that of a freshly cut rose. Scarce has the flower bloomed before it begins to fade and wither. Such melancholy musings plagued Hraesvelgar, who had found in Shiva an unexpected and beloved soulmate. He knew that all too soon, death would snatch her away from him. Unable to bear the thought of their separation, the maid bid the worm consume her, that their spirits might be entwined for eternity.
I'm recalling now, the story they told of Shiva before was that she was a heretic, she consulted with dragons for some bad reason. Already before, I think I suspected that it wasn't like that anyway. So here we are.
Though loath to perform the deed, Hraesvelgr ultimately gave in to her plea. And soon thereafter, the tale of their ill-fated love spread throughout the two warring factions. No more could they raise blade or claw against one another, knowing that the souls of their kin were so inextricably bound. In the days that followed, man and dragon learned to live in harmony, and together built a nation unlike any the world had ever known. For 200 years did this blissful age of peace continue, as it would to this day, had vilest envy not stirred in the hearts of the Elezen. It is said that worms owe their longevity to the boundless reserves of vitality found within their eyes. And 'twas in this belief that a traitorous band of knights deceived their allies of some 2 centuries, and took by force that which they coveted.
One band of knights?
Nidhogg, he who now stands poised to unleash his wormlings upon Ishgard, was the great dragon who lost an eye to Elezen treachery.
I like that Estinian is here to hear this though. I want to hear what he thinks of this.
And until he prizes it from the hands of the traitor's progeny, no amount of conciliatory words will stay his fury.
His eye.
You are wrong, Lady Iceheart. Lest you misunderstand, I do not doubt your vision of the past. 'Tis true that Nidhogg greatly desired to reclaim the Eye. Indeed, it was for that very reason that I kept it with me as I roamed the land, attempting to draw him away from the city.
Look at that. The Eye of Nidhogg. The Eye of Nidhogg. That saying it like that makes it sound very familiar. Where have I heard it before?
Until recently, Nidhogg seemed unable to resist its allure and pursued me relentlessly. Needless to say, that is no longer the case. Now, it would seem, he has fixed his attention on Ishgard itself, though he knows full well the Eye does not reside there.
You believe he targets the capital for another reason?
I believe reason has all but left him. Through the Eye, I feel much of what Nidhogg feels, and the dragon's thirst for vengeance will not be quenched by aught less than a sea of blood.
Both sides have some insane person going on, I think. Somewhere within the Archbishop ranks, the Archbishop himself maybe, and then Nidhogg. What a war, what a war.
If Nidhogg is indeed lost to reason, might we not seek an audience with Hraesvelgr instead?
Hraesvelgr. I'm gonna try to remember the pronunciation. Velgr.
He has thus far shown no inclination to aid in the invasion of Ishgard, and may yet welcome our efforts to broker a peace.
You still believe that a peaceable solution can be found? Very well. I will take you to him.
Yes, take us to him. Midgardsormr is gonna come in at some point, I feel. In that conversation, but we'll see. What the hell is Midgardsormr up to? That's what I want to know, also.
Our road will lead us to Dravania, the homeland of dragonkind. There we shall ascend unto the clouds, where Hraesvelgr resides.
I think we finally see that zone with the Dravanians. Let's go. I like the sound of that. Wait. There he is, right? There he is. Can Lady Iceheart see him? This can be the Echo, right? I kind of lost that, I think. A minute. Hey, Daelin? Hey, Daelin! Is she starting to return? Let's go! Come on. Yes, yes. I knew she would return. It's starting to happen slowly, I think. The crystals are lighting up. The Chaos Emeralds are getting collected again.
Is autumn mist, my friend?
Something good is happening, I think, Alphino.
I sense the many battles are beginning to take their toll. Rest a while. And should you lose sight of us, Dravania lies beyond the mountains to the west.
Very well then. Come on, Midgard's armor.
Curious. The vestiges of thy mistress's blessing are not as faint as once they were.
She's returning. She's not just gonna disappear permanently. I don't think so.
Thy will to succeed grants thee unusual fortitude. But will it be enough?
I really do wonder if he's going to appear when we speak to Hraesvelgr. Kind of a tough name for me to say. And we got an Ether Current out of that. Still gotta be a few left outside of quests, because there's still a few quests that will have Ether Current, so we need to get to them too. Alright, let's talk to everyone. Be on your guard, Warrior of Light. With the mistress of the heretics as our guide, we may yet find that we are being led to our graves. I think we can definitely get her as an ally, though. This situation in Ishgard, though, this is gonna be a mess. It's gonna get chaotic in there, too. The Archbishop is up to no good as well. That's what I'm suspecting now. We journey to the homeland of dragons, Khaiden. The color within me burns to see the sights I have but read about, as does the child within me, I confess. Lady Iceheart stands ready to lead you and your companions into Dravania. See what we got here. A few nice things here. I don't know which one I'm gonna get. You are Khaiden, yes? Pray address me as Isael if you wish. That's the Isael they mentioned earlier, I think. It was her. 'Tis passing strange, is it not? That fate should bring us together thus. Never did I think to walk alongside the Warrior of Light. But history is full of such unexpected alliances. Shall we make our way into Dravania then? The chill of the western highlands is unrelenting, and I would sooner be under the sheltering canopy of the Chocobo Forest. The Chocobo Forest! Take me there now! What is up with Dravania that they have a place like that? I love the sound of it already. A whole new zone. A whole new zone. New missions everywhere. And enemies you never seen before. Oh yes, don't you dare close your eyes. Hold your breath, it gets better. Chocobo Forest, I gotta see that. I gotta see that. So over yonder, in the Dravanian Forelands. This area reminds me, getting into a new area like this reminds me of something in Final Fantasy XI. Going into some other areas like that. I really want to get back to the game, but man, when I finally get back to it, I'm gonna be so rusty. It's not exactly an easy game in terms of gameplay.
Beyond Abalathia's spine, the great mountain range that spans the continent of Aldenard from east to west. Into the deepening shadows of Som-Al, where lies the ancient home of dragonkind. To a land where the soil slithers and the skies seethe with sinuous shapes, they came.
Look at us. What a squad we are, seriously. Lady Iceheart will be part of the Superstar squad as well, but look at this place though, all the chocobo there. This is indeed Chocobo Forest. Cosmo, I think you'll be very welcome here, my friend. Let's have some Giselle greens. Have a little bit longer. I get the feeling there's gotta be some chocobo enemies here somewhere, like, I don't know, crazed chocobos or aggressive chocobos that you fight. Chocobos, what is the plural? I think it's just chocobo, but I might be wrong. What a beautiful place. Do you sense them, Khaiden? A gathering of dragons to the west. By the way, we saw an Ether Current right here, right? Let's go for that right now. That's a fun place to have an Ether Current, let me just say. Yeah, wild chocobos attacked you. There you go. They're aggressive. So imagine Cosmo will be fighting them as well. Yosh. Suzuki-masho. Let's continue here. Look at that thing. Giant feather flea. Kind of a fun-looking enemy, in a way. This forest was mentioned in the pages of the new Eorzean Geographic. As I recall, the author advised travelers to give the local chocobos a wide berth. According to her, they can be remarkably aggressive. We now stand on the threshold of Dravania. The path to Some Eye will take us far to the west, beyond the embrace of the forest branches. It will be a long and demanding journey. Might I suggest that we take our rest at the village up ahead and see that we are properly provisioned? There's a village here? But I thought these lands the sole domain of Dragonkind. Why would anyone choose to live in so perilous a place? Not perilous for them. The wild chocobos. Tailfeather was built by hunters who make their living capturing and selling the beasts. Their leader, Marschamp, is an acquaintance of mine. Being a gregarious sort, he will no doubt welcome our arrival. He will also possess more recent knowledge of the road we seek to travel. I trust there are no objections? Only to this ceaseless chatter. If we are to meet this acquaintance of yours, let us do it before Ishgard burns. Oh, Estinian. Yes, indeed, let us go further. Let's have the Mount Roulette. Yes, that's what I was hoping. An Ethernet crystal that we can attune. Ah, so many new places to see. This is one of my favorites already. I did love Ishgard a lot, but it's good to have an area like this. Snowy areas are a thing I love a lot, but this is great too. Chocobo Forest. Maybe some side quest has like a new Chocobo mount somewhere. It's a reward. I get the feeling there's one like that. New location discovered. As we come here. Tailfeather Village, we can call it. I honestly expected like more Dravanians to be here, or people that were kind of dragon kind or something, but no, it's just regular people that are protected by the Chocobo here. Oh yeah, speaking of Chocobo, let me attune the Chocobo Keeper. The Chocobo Keep. Before I forget. Alright, let's keep going. Oh yeah, and the Etherite. Also that. Yosh, let's continue here. Marschamp. This area reminds me of another area with like the guy that pretended to be one of the old heroes of legend, or what were they called? The five companions? Yeah, I think that's what it was. Well, tell my hat and call me Leatherface. We have visitors. Visitors. Oh, and if it ain't the lovely Isael. It's been too long, girl. That it has, Marschamp. That it has. Estinian looks so good here in the background like that. Look at him. My companions and I are on a pilgrimage to Some Eye. Might we stay in Tailfeather a while and prepare for the next leg of our journey? Of course, of course. Stay as long as you like. In fact, I wouldn't suggest leaving the forest at all. Dragons have been absolutely bleeding murderous of late. Forgive me, sir, but I am not sure I understand. Did the dragons not bother you here in the forest? Bother us? Did Isael not explain things to you, boy? You've seen them towering killing trees all about, haven't you? If you were flying above the canopy, you'd barely be able to see the ground. And as you'd expect, the local wildlife's canny enough to stay hidden beneath the leaves, which is why the dragons do their hunting elsewhere, and we can do ours in peace. I see. Thank you for the explanation. You're welcome. Now, I know it won't stop Isael here, but dragons ain't the only things you'll need to keep an eye out for, especially if you're set on heading west. Let me try these on, see what looks best for me. Yeah, it's just different colors for them. Out of all of them, I think I might go... You know what, I'm gonna go for this one. Let's go for this one. I don't even know what classes it's for, but yeah. Let's just keep it and keep going like this. Marschamp will give you fair warning about what awaits to the west. I dare say, you're wondering what could possibly be worse than dragons, eh? Well, I'll tell you. The bloody nath. They're what you might get if you crossed an antling with a megalo crab and taught the thing how to walk on two legs. They never used to stray far from their hives out of fear of the dragons, but they've gotten a lot more aggressive of late, sending out war parties for moms in all directions. They've even taken to harassing the Dravanians in their own lairs, if you can believe it. And when they venture into the forest, which is more and more by the way, they certainly ain't afraid to come after my lot. I can only imagine how much worse it'd be closer to the Gnats' home territory. I'll take care of it. Leave us to it. We'll take care of it. I read widely of the world and its wonders, yet after taking but a few steps into the unknown, I'm reminded how much I have still to discover. You'll discover it, my friend. Well discovered together. These hunters scrabble in the shadow of dragons for naught but the love of coin. Greed inspires courage and madness in equal measure, it seems. Is that what it's about? I'm not sure, Estinian. I'm not sure about that. It should seem that much has changed in Dravania, and that we're not one to cause such strife when I lived here. You lived here? In Dravania? Aye, 'twas in the time following the calamity. My family was dead, my home was gone, and I have fled from the bitter cold into these lands. I knew not the paths of the forest then, and wandered out from under the protection of his bows. That was when I chanced upon Hraesvelgr. He had descended from his mountain lair to hunt for food. My exhausted mind could not contend with the sight of the majestic worm, nor the vision of the past his presence visited upon me. Thankfully, Marschan found my unconscious form at the edge of the trees and nursed me back to health. And in Tail Feather I remained for some time. Hence your familiarity with the locals. But I interrupted you. You were saying these Nath were once a peaceful people? Peaceful will not be the most fitting description. They are a fiercely territorial tribe, and any who intrude upon their domain are attacked without hesitation or quarter. Outside the borders of their homeland, however, they were rarely hostile. Indeed, we were even able to trade with them on occasion. They have changed then. What of it? We have not the time to creep through the underbrush as some roundabout route. I say we make straight for Somai and crush any unruly insect with meat underfoot. A more direct path then? Very well. Let us first follow the trail west out of the forest, and make for the statue of the Stained One. From there, we should have a fair view of the road that leads to Somai. Shall we? Shall we indeed? I think we shall. But I will come back some other time and help you all. Help you all stem the tide of all the threats facing you nearby. Let's see where the next Ether Current is, maybe. 326 yams to the north. Well, I am going to the north right now, so let us go that way. Yes, we got the Black Chocobo. Very fitting for Chocobo Forest. We're gonna do it from here. Completely new area. A whole new zone. So let's see how we can navigate on it. I think it's maybe not gonna be as unforgiving to navigate as the previous one. Whoa, the music. Listen to that music. Because there's new music, I think. Let's go. I'll take that. This does sound like new music to me. I need to pay more attention to the music, I seriously do. Since I'm streaming, right, I'm talking a lot. I don't get to pay attention to the music that much. Sometimes even not to the area, but I'm doing my best to pay attention to that right now. Can definitely do that. Let's see what happens here. Aha! What's with you, scoundrels? You wanna all die? Let's go. Look at these, though. I think these are maybe the ones that we're talking about. The Gnats. Gnats? Yeah, that was the name, right? Since they are under-leveled against me, I'm able to defeat them very fast. Well done, Cosmo. Great final blow there. Let us keep going. Proceed to the Stained One, defeating any foes who stand in your way. Let's take a look at this beast right here. It's a Bandersnatch. Bandersnatch, I've heard that name before somewhere. Wasn't that the name of like a Netflix interactable movie? Like, I did watch it, actually. I watched it and well, played it, you could say. Fascinating name. That would be maybe a fire type, that Bandersnatch. Kind of like an Arcanine. Growlithe, Arcanine. Is it Growlithe or Growlithe? I don't know. Fire normal type, maybe. I think there was a fire Pokemon that was like that. Like the lion fire Pokemon. I was gonna say Solgaleo, but that's another one. That's the one from Sun and Moon. They do look kind of similar though. And that one is not a fire type. Solgaleo, I mean. Malefic 2, and then die. Tonomama Shinin. What is great about this is that we're uncovering a lot of the map as we're doing this. Let's see if we can maybe get an ether current. I forgot about the other one I was gonna take. Let's keep going with Maggie. It's to the east, so I'm not gonna do that. I'll take that ether current another time. Look at this bad boy, Melia. That would be a grass type for sure. Another ad break is incoming. I need to take a quick bio break actually, but I might not be safe around here. That being said, Cosmo might protect me. Or actually no, they might not because Cosmo only attacks when I attack. But I have to find a safe area around here. Let's see this cutscene though. Should we chance to meet Marchamp again, remind me to thank him. Ahino warned us to expect the Nath. I doubt I would be standing here. Amid ruins that I would tentatively describe as Ishgardian, a style, if not quite identical, betrays a definite resemblance. You have a scholar's eye, Master Alphinu. This structure is in fact over 1,000 years old. It is a remnant of the age when our ancestors and dragonkind lived together in peace. You claim this as evidence of our harmonious past? I was taught that these buildings were constructed by heretics, in honor of your Dravanian masters. This rubble inspires no such awe in me. This attitude from Estinian is kind of out of nowhere. He did like contradict what she said earlier because he knew Hraesvelgr a little bit more, or rather Nidhogg, sorry. That is weird. Stubborn fool! How desperately you cling to the false teachings of your beloved Holy See. There's not gonna be a friendly exchange. Enough! Both of you! You threaten the success of our mission with this incessant squabbling. Khaiden, pray reason with these two. The truth of the past will be revealed. Quiet! Lest you forget our goal is to prevent a war which will claim the lives of Dravanians and Ishgardians alike. If we are to accomplish this, you must learn to tolerate each other's presence. Trust in Khaiden's gift. In time, the secrets of history will be brought to light. Let that be enough, Estinian. You would have me keep my counsel until Khaiden's visions confirm the truth? Very well, but maybe not. Our meeting with Hraesvelgr will likely provide the catalyst Khaiden's gift requires, as it did mine. Let us press on. I'm looking forward to that. Yes, Holy Rainbow Shirt of Healing. This is the one we should get. Let me see what it looks like. Okay. A little bit of purple in there. I can make that work, maybe. A little bit of a dandy outfit. If dandy is the right word. Might not be. Dragons in the sky and Nath upon the ground. One must need sprout eyes on the back of one's head to survive this land. Man, Cosmo just gets in the way so much. These admin are bold to bring their war to the dragon's doorstep. Mayhap we should invite them to mend the walls of Ishgard. Icesail wishes to survey the approach to the distant towers. Icesail or Esail, I wonder. Spied you the three great towers to the west? Ishgardians know them as Anix Shrine. The place serves as a roost for Hraesvelgr's lesser kindred. If we are to reach the peak of Samai, then we must first beseech these dragons to open the way. But do not be disheartened. The one who leads them is a friend. Or rather more concerned is the disposition of the Nath. Let us survey the approach to the towers and see if the path is clear. Alright, I'm gonna try to stay here. I'm gonna defeat this enemy to be on the safe side because I'm not a Fate, for heaven's sake. Leave me alone. Okay, I'm gonna let myself here. It's gonna be a short bio break. Gonna let some ads run as well for 90 seconds. Hopefully I'm safe. If you find me dead when I return, well, you're gonna see it in the break screen, I think. I'm gonna leave it in the game break screen. The idling camera. That would be so funny to get attacked during the idling camera. It's probably gonna disable it immediately when I do that, but alright. I'll be back. Stay connected to the multi-dimensional portal. Omatase shimashita. This music is so good. Who is this person? Where are they on the map right now? Let's see. Where was this guard on the map? A little bit further away, probably. Oh, I see that. Apparently, they are not friendly people. They're part of a feint. A band of heretics led by the overzealous Huey Barton has gathered near Tailfeather, their sights set on the lightly defended hamlet and its bounteous stores of provisions. Slay the wild-eyed men and women before the leader arrives and the assault is commenced. Okay. I was just kind of curious about the story of that fate. The story behind that fate. It's a long way to where we need to go. I see a Chocobo Porter over there. I might go all the way to the Aetheryte and the Porter. That would actually be very helpful for the future. So let's try to do that first. And then we go where we need to go. How is everybody doing though? Hope your Thursday/Friday is going well, maniacs. Tashkent travelers. We really need to decide on a single name for that. We'll decide on that yet, don't you worry. I'm feeling like a full debut might be a good time for that. But yeah. Like a full live today debut, rather. I wonder, though. I wonder... if I get a big update to my model, this 3D model still in the same style, should I maybe make a debut? I might do something akin to it. I wonder. That might be a good idea, though. The debut. Debut. It always feels nice to say that word because when you have like a silent in English, when like you have a silent consonant or letter at the end, feels kind of nice. Rendezvous. Debut. They probably have a French origin. I think Rendezvous does, but I'm not sure about Debut. Oh yeah, we didn't go for the Porter. My bad. Let's just continue here. Oh, and the Nats seem to be a tribal, a tribe. Since they have a symbol like this, they probably have tribal quests with them. Still need to do those. But alright. The Nats are fast becoming a nuisance. They seem to plague our every step. We'll make allies of them yet, don't you worry, Alphino. To seem the enemy of mine enemy is also mine enemy. Just as I feared, the road ahead is teeming with Nath soldiers. Where? I don't see anything. Probably over here. Marschamp did not exaggerate then. These beastmen have grown brazen indeed if they would threaten the dragon so openly. Do they intend to assault the lair itself? Pray they do not. Mighty though my Dravanian friends are, they are yet vulnerable to the Nath's muskets. There is no route to save the one before us. Should the beastmen offer battle, we have no choice but to accept. Accept we shall! Bring it on! I'm sure Estinian is also ready for battle anytime. Ready for battle. See, I prefer to say battle with like a hard T. Hard double T right there. But sometimes it doesn't quite come the way I want to. Battle is easier for me to say. Bring it on now. You will both combust from the inside. Die in a well of gravity, just like that. And then Malefic 2, a maleficent combustion from the inside for your death. With Cosmo having the finishing blow, isn't that beautiful? Oh, wait a minute. Is there somebody else? Yes, they are. Yes, there are. You're trying to snipe me, aren't you? I've survived worse in Fortnite. I can take this one here. Oh yeah, I had some decent games earlier today. Somebody surprised me from behind, and I was able to shoot them, though it was kind of close. Then a Spider-Man surprised me. I don't remember which Spider-Man it was. It was a Spider-Man that was kind of black and red. I don't remember which one it was, though. He kind of had the body of Miles Morales, but I don't know if his outfit was like that. I think it was slightly different. But yeah, like, that was the second person that surprised me, and they were able to kill me, though it was like super close. And that was the time in which I wondered what happened with my shooting, because I shot them a lot, and they only shot me a few times, and they were able to kill me like that. And there wasn't much of a weapon difference, if I recall correctly. Let's see who else is coming. Bring it on. Challenge log entry, Bosom Bodies 1 is almost complete. Let's go. Since we're fighting together with Cosmo. I think they have to be of a relatively similar level. I guess an 8 level difference is not so bad though, because we completed that challenge. Let's see. Let me see the challenge log. Where is it? Comparable level. 20 enemies of comparable level to your own. Look at that. So 8 levels is enough right there. I thought it would be less than that, like maybe 4 or 3 levels at the most. That's very kind of them, I like it. And I love this place too. This road ahead. These are the kinds of roads I love to follow in MMORPGs. Just a vast map ahead of you like this. Like, look at this, look at this. Because I think this is a place for dragons, that's why it's so huge. I mean, usually entrances to these sorts of things are huge, but everything is on a much grander scale because this is the place for dragons to dwell at. Let me go for the Chocobo Porter first. I'll go for the Aetheryte. Wait a minute. Summoning Stone. Ah, okay. It's just like the Chocobo Porter. That's the first time I see a Summoning Stone, but I'm guessing it's the same thing. You even have to leave a fee. I like it. It would be good to leave a fee just in case. See, I wouldn't even know if it weren't for the game. Like, in-universe, if I were there, I like to think that I am there, but in-universe, I wouldn't even know that you have to leave a fee. Unless something in the statute tells you, like, right? Like, you see a place for money to be put in. Ah, okay. Somebody is going to collect that for the service. Alright. Attuned to the Aetheryte. Let's use the Gisal Green to keep Cosmo around. I might just sprint again. It's about to recover. Oh yeah, and wind up Alfino with us. Look at that. Look at the three of us like this. Let's go. That's how it should be. I have a cosmetic pet, and then I have a helper. That's how I should always have it in the game. It can be done in Lotro. I don't do it enough though, with the cosmetic pets, I mean. Oh well, actually no, you can't quite have a companion with you at all times. No, I was thinking of Star Wars: The Old Republic, that's the one. The scale of this structure is nothing short of astounding. That is only to be expected, I suppose, given the size of its occupants. A greater dragon approaches. Heavensward, I take no pleasure in killing the Nath. 'Twas to avoid bloodshed that I agreed to join you on this journey. Well, it cannot be helped. We may proceed into the courtyard together, but leave the task of hailing its occupants to me. And keep your lance on your back, Dragoon. On my word to the Warrior of Light, I shall start no fight, only finish it. You truly are beyond salvation? Come then. What? He didn't say anything wrong? No, you're in the wrong this time, Isael. He didn't say anything wrong. What the heck? I love the look of this though. The look of this area, how we look there. Come on, Heavensward, speak to me.
Vidofnir!
Vidofnir first.
Ah, 'tis thee, little one. From above I did mistake thee for a Nath. 'Tis well I chanced to look again, or thou wouldst now be ash.
See, this is what Estanian was talking about.
Dear Vidofnir, how I have missed you. Would that I had come sooner, and not out of dire necessity.
Thou art troubled. Speak that I might know thy plight.
See, already these dragons seem so friendly, or at least Vidofnir does.
Thou wouldst have father admonish his brood brother.
I would end this war without further bloodshed.
How am I to believe thee, little one, when thine own companion beareth Nidhogg's stolen eye?
Give him a chance to explain himself. Give him a chance to explain himself. Yeah, he's about to do that. Come on.
Have care, dragon. Or
Oh,
I
for
shall
heaven's sake.
gouge out one of yours.
Estinian! You're making this worse!
You forget yourself, sir. We are here on a mission of peace.
Damn it. Alfino warned you both.
My sire's will forbiddeth me from inviting discord to our home. 'Tis for this reason and no other that thou still drawest breath, knight.
This is already going so badly.
Vidofnir, please. We must be allowed to convey our intentions to Heavensward in person, with words of our own choosing. Grant us this favor, and open the way to Som Al.
Oh, it was Al. I was saying I all along. It looked like a capital I. No, yeah. Never mind. Som Al.
Thou hast ever been welcome, little one. But I cannot grant thy wish. I am bound to remain here and protect my kin from the Nath's god.
What does that have to do with going to Heavensward and speak to them?
The Nath have summoned a primal.
Oh, here we go. Alright, let's do Scion of the Seven Dawn stuff. Let's go. Yeah.
Pray excuse my forwardness, but if we were to eliminate the threat to your territory, would you consent to Lady Isel's request?
Isael, okay.
Ha! Dost thou imagine thyself equal to the task? To succeed where dragons have failed?
Dragons have failed. This must be a powerful primal. More powerful than the 6 or 7 we have taken down. See, if only I could
'Tis
say that.
beyond thee, mortal. But thou art welcome to try, nonetheless. Only know that idle promises shall avail thee naught.
No worries, Vidofnir. We're not planning to make any idle promises. Leave us to it, this is our specialty. Chancellor
It would seem
Palpatine.
we have no choice but to make good on Alphino's offer. Why must our every bid for peace breed yet more war?
I was about to say, Chancellor Palpatine, Sith Lords are our specialty. Primals are our specialty. Come on, Estinian, come on. Do not make this worse. They were both hostile to each other. They were both messing it up. Come on, Bidovnir. I kind of like the look of the colors of this, but had I seen what they look like underneath, I might have chosen a different one. But alright, let's pick this one. The other ones can be crafted, I think, or bought somewhere. I forget what it was. So yeah. How the hell is my weapon and armor inventory? Yeah. I'm gonna have to get rid of some of them. Another time though. I'm gonna bother right now. Once more a primal rears its head, and once more the task of slaying it falls to you. Would that I too possess the echo? You're fine as it is, Alphino, don't you worry about that. By the Fury! Must we now defeat a primal that we might treat with a worm? I do begin to see how you gain your reputation for surmounting the insurmountable. I'm gonna get the Holy Rainbow Cyrell of Healing. So the Nath have summoned their god, and thus is the mystery of their newfound belligerence laid to rest. Are you not glad, Lady Iceheart? I thought you would applaud them for summoning a primal to further their own ends. After all, you did. Damn it, Estinian! I did not reach out to Saint Shiva to further my own ends. I desire her strength only to forge anew the peace between man and dragon. But what a fool I am to speak of peace to you, a bloodthirsty savage who murders without thought or compunction. Enough! Enough! Enough, I say! If the Nath have truly brought forth their deity from the Ether, we must face it together or watch our hopes fall apart. All now rests upon the Primal's defeat. This Primal's defeat. But ere we think of confronting it, we must first study its origins. What is the nature of this god? What manner of faith sustains its existence? My apologies. You're right, of course. Let us return to Tailfeather and consult with Marschamp. He knows more of the Nath and their culture than most. Oh yeah, we're gonna teleport. Oh, didn't need to mount there. Let us go to Tailfeather. Every teleport is always so cheap. I wonder if, like, it is much of a dent on the wallet. I like that there's a price for them, though. They should have a price. Like, imagine if I were not a subscriber, I mean, I would be able to have even more gil. If I were not free to play, I mean, if I were a subscriber, I'll be able to have even more gil. Like that. Marschamp. Oh, back already, are we? Ah, met the Nath, did you? And what is it you like to... Listen, that. We have to slay a primal. Summon the primal, you say? 7 hells. Well, I don't know bugger all about Nath religion, if I'm honest. Beyond their trading habits, there never seemed much point in asking. But it shouldn't be that hard to find out. From time to time, we barter with a small hive to the north and west of here, outcasts from the main tribe, from what I understand. I reckon they'd be willing to tell you a bit about themselves, if you give them the right incentives. That sounds promising. And what exactly would a Nath consider to be the right incentives? Oh, nothing your average hunter couldn't scrunch up in a day or two. But seeing as you're in a hurry, you might want to divide the chores amongst yourselves. You want a good-sized jar of landtrap nectar, a basket of Khaiden true fruit, and, always a Nath favorite, a generous portion of young Nanka flesh. I shall gather the fruit. Leap into the lower branches of these forest giants who present little challenge to me. Then I shall collect the nectar, with Master Alphino's arcane assistance. And that leaves you to bring home the meat. You'll need to carve it from the smaller Nankas that live in the rivers. 3 big hunks should be enough, I reckon. Once you've got everything together, you'll need to set it down at what we call the trading post. Here, I'll mark this spot on the map for you. Sorry, here, I'll mark the spot on your map for you. You have been most kind, Master Marschamp. Well then, let us attend to our respective tasks, and reconvene in the trading post. I need hardly add that the last one there is a rotten Nanka egg. Let's go. We'll hasten. We will hurry. Don't you worry. Thank you, Marschamp. Did I say that right? Marschamp? Yeah, I think that's the right way to say it. Not too far away from here, though. I'm not gonna mount up. Or maybe I should mount up, actually. I think we may not be able to get there as fast as I thought. Yeah. Yeah, this is not the way there. If I were able to fly, it would be, but I'm not there yet. So the way around it, let's try to go to the north. Let me see the either compass. 351 yams to the north. That's what I was thinking, that it might be to the north, so that's where we're going anyway. We're gonna have to go through the water a little bit. I think it might dismount me if I have to start swimming. Have I ever swum before in FF14? I don't remember if I have. I see a fisher there fishing. Great to see. Not anymore. Not anymore. But yeah, let's go over there. From the Nanka, not from that Bandersnatch. Let's avoid that. Let's see what the Nanka are like. Are they a water type? The water sprite is definitely a water type. We wouldn't have a Pokemon that looks like that though, I think. If it looks like that, it's probably a ghost type. Those are the Nanka. Look at that. Oh, and it's the little Nanka, not the Ninky Nanka. That might be a bug water type right there. Kind of like the look of it. And then the other one. Yeah, this is a bug water type, and then the Ninky Nanka is the evolution. Hey, Azure, great to see you. I am having fun in Heavensward. We're advancing well through it. How's it going with you? I really want to get the primal fight today before we finish. I'm guessing we are going to get there. There's some other things I'm looking forward in Heavensward. I already got a few spoilers of a certain character that shows up. That is from other Final Fantasy games as well. But I'm not going to say the name because it could be a spoiler to someone. If it goes well, this week we'll get that character. We'll get to them. Doing fine, I'm doing fine, Azure. Looking forward to the rest of this FF14 week. Of course, I'm having a great time here so far. Time has been flying. Flying. Yeah, if we don't get that primal fight today, that will be a great way to start tomorrow, or a great thing to do tomorrow on Final Fantasy Friday 14. I'm glad Heavensward is amazing. I know. Ishgard is my favorite city so far. Maybe I'm biased because I love being an astrologian, so I don't know. No, it's not just because of that though. The city itself, the whole design, the feel of it, just one of the best things ever. And then this new area, the Dravanian area. We're out of the snow, but this is still a fun area to be at. Chocobo Forest. Didn't know there was such a place. Yeah, looking forward to the side quests in here too. When I finally do them. You take the final blow, Cosmo. Well done. And we got everything we needed. Where's Alphinu? Okay, let's go further to the north here. Let's see if there's an etherite. Rather, an ether current nearby. 299 yalms to the northeast. That's kind of the way we're heading, so see if we can find it. How far have you been into the game, Azure? Or anybody else, if you'd like to say in the chat. There's a lot to do in Heavensward, so you're in for a ride. Oh, yes. Yeah, have you gone all the way to the end of Endwalker? The end of the end, you might say? Have you endwalked? Or is it before that? Yeah, there's so many side quests that I haven't done because I'm mostly focusing on MSQ. Maybe if I haven't subscribed yet, by the time I finish Heavensward, I'll focus on them a little bit more. Maybe. Maybe even if I subscribe, I'll do that. When I set out to master the Dragoon's jump, it was not to strike fear into the hearts of high-hanging fruit. You did well, though. Master Alphinu possesses a rare talent for the arcane arts. Should he continue to apply himself to their study, he will become a formidable mage in time. I think he's already formidable enough. I beat Shadowbringers, but I didn't do post-content yet, so I haven't made it to Endwalker. Gotcha. I was able to gather a goodly amount of nectar from the land traps, though I would not have known how to harvest it without Isael's help. Do you have the Nanka meat? I think we have everything we need. Let us make a peace offering to this Nath. Splendid. I shall put this with Estinian's fruit and assemble a suitably generous looking hamper for the Nath. And let's get this Holy Rainbow Sarel of healing. Might be good to have together as an outfit. Let me see my my armory chest, I mean. Ooh. Vega, Astrologian's arm. Let's see what we got here. That looks kind of nice. Not my thing, though. Not my thing. Let me see. Holy Rainbow Shirt of Healing. So let's show the whole outfit. And then the Saruel. I don't know how to say that word. Display gear, save the lead outfit. Not my thing, not my thing. Though it doesn't look that bad, actually. I like the white and purple. I mean, look at the way I'm dressed right now. Look at me. Of course I'm gonna like something like that. More of a lavender. But that works too. But I do prefer what I'm wearing is still gonna be the outfit. The signature outfit. Of Tajigen Khaiden, you might say. Afino is eager to make contact with the Nath. So am I. Well, everything appears to be in order. Assuming no one has any objections to my choice of presentation, I shall place our offerings at the trading post as instructed. Were I of the Nath, I think I would be suitably impressed. It might be wary seeing somebody like Estinian around. Just like the dragon earlier was. I forgot the name already, but yeah. Well, how long must we wait? Should we have sounded a signal or some such? Maybe not, I don't know. Calm yourself, Master Alfinu. Our offering has not gone unnoticed. I'll be lurking, have fun in Heavensward. Thank you for the lurk, Asir Novus. I feel like that lurk command should have worked. Maybe it doesn't work if you have other text. Yeah, there you go, that answers my question. Thank you for lurking from the shadows. I'll see you around. Here they come. We're here for peace. We're here for peace, friends. I love the look of them. Long has it been since hunters last came to trade, bring gifts that fill the air with such delightful scents. Landtrap nectar, Phalum tree fruit, and Nanga flesh, say all three of them. What delectable foods you have brought for us. Our meager existence is much enriched by your bounty. Come, hunters, come to our hive if you would trade. Cramped and stifling our homes are, but the rancid incest keeps the dragons at bay. Cramped, stifling, and horribly smelly. But better to live in stench than be cracked and crunched by dragon jaws, yes? Come, come, it is not far. That's the best voice I can give them right now, I think. If I had filters, maybe I would have some sort of filter for their voice. I mean, if I had the right filters that I'm thinking about. I am picturing in my mind, when I read the dialogue when they say the three of them something all at once, I am picturing the three voices all together. Can't possibly convey that though. Strangely friendly, are they not? Or mayhap just strange. They are friendly. They are friendly. Can those truly be Nath? Were it not for their appearance, I would think them wholly unrelated to the savage creatures that attacked us on the road. There's always somebody in these tribes willing to be friendly and have talks. That's why we have the tribal quest in the first place, right? Every single one of the tribes has somebody like that in FF14. These Naths seem harmless enough, almost jovial even. I would prefer, however, that we conclude our business with them as soon as possible. Then let us go to their hive. It's a friendly invitation. It's a friendly invitation. We should take it. Invitation. Todo itanara. Open up the dungeon. No somi wanai. Every time I say the word invitation now, I'm thinking of the opening to Kamen Rider Geats. I seriously need to catch up with it. My time is running out to do that. So I think I'm really gonna go with that and some King Ojar episodes because we gotta do Tajigen Toku Tuesday talk this Tuesday. We gotta go for it. It is a really good show. Yeah, I know, Azure. You know, I might just continue watching it without catching up. Ultraman Blazer, on the other hand, we will properly start. I really need to prepare more things for that. Yeah, like, part of the reason why the schedule was late today is because... Well, no, let me rephrase this. Knowing how late I was able to publish the schedule this week makes me realize that I should start working on the schedule even before I have finished my streams for the week. So I can publish that as soon as possible. Like, I might even post the schedule for next week this Sunday. The latest I should do is Monday because I want to go as planned and have that Tajigen Toku Tuesday on Tuesday. Your presence has been announced to the storyteller. You must speak to our chosen leader in words, for we are Bath. We are the non-mind. The non-mind? The non-mind. I think this is implying that all Nath have a hive mind, and somehow all of these Bath, are not part of that hive mind. Maybe that's what's going on. Ooh, I would like to talk to the chronicler. Hear the chronicles of the Nath. I would like to know more about that. The hunters who seek only words. I have many to share. Come and listen. What do you do here? What once was known to all is not known to one. I record the words of the non-mind so that none may be lost. The one mind has no need of chronicles. Young or old, all is known. But the non-mind must learn, must teach, must grow. It is strange to be with so many but alone. But this has ever been your way, yes? If hunters can preserve the wisdom of their elders, then so can we. What kind of place is this? I'm trying to do another clicking sound. I'm leaning close to the microphone, so like my tracking kind of gets messed up for a moment, so that's why I kind of crashed for a moment. I'm not actually crashing, but let's see. I think it's more of a clicking sound like that. Can you hear it? I had to get really close to the microphone. Maybe I am able to do it outside of it. Alright, let's try it. The one mind speak with one voice, one will. When that connection is lost, when one is made Bath, one must find a new voice. Some would lie and be found and cast out. Others will wander and never return. Those who can endure come to Loth Asfath, the hive of the non-mind. We who have been severed are similar but different. We have preferences. It can be difficult, but also interesting. Very interesting. That's what it is. They have a hive mind and they all got disconnected from it, which is probably not a good thing for them, but they've been able to have a good community here. From what they implied, they're saying they have their own preferences and all that. It is the sort of hive mind that doesn't have individuality for each member, which is not my sort of multi-mind. I'm all about that. I'm all about minds joining together to form a higher mind and a higher plane of existence. That is what we are, after all. But that only works well if everyone is able to have their own individuality, and with their own individuality, that's how they make a higher mind and a higher plane of existence. A hive mind, that's probably something different. A bit different. Anyway, on that note, give me about 90 seconds. I gotta run another ad break here on Twitch. So let's do it. We'll continue with the quest in a moment. Let me drink some water in the meantime. It's good that I've been hydrating well so far today. I don't know, man. 2 liters of water is sadly not enough. Not enough. One second. Give me a second here. Like, I read, like, I think it was yesterday, actually, when I read that you should be taking 1 gallon of water a day, and that's like 3.7 liters. And I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? Over 3.5 liters? Are you out of your mind? But I think that meant liquids in general. So if you drink something else, like maybe even a soda or something like that, you'll be fine. And I drink like 1 liter of tea nearly every day, so there's that. Together with the 2 liters of water, that is kind of there. So yeah. Let's look at it that way. But I need to develop a sort of strategy for drinking water. You know what my biggest problem is? The water bottles I have, especially the one that I drink from, because one of them is used for tea, actually. Like, I have it there to put on the kettle later, but I don't have it near me. Like, that's what makes me forget to take it. But right now I can't find any place in like my current setup where I could drink them. Well, actually I have a place right now. I can place it there right now, but that's usually where I place my teapot when I use it later. And the thing is, the water bottle is so tall that it kind of covers my monitors a little bit. So it's not good to be placing it there. I need another place in my setup somewhere. Let's continue though. Welcome to our hive, hunters. You have brought delicacies much sought after by our people, and we are much pleased. What would you have in return? You can see that this elder, the storyteller, has like whiskers and a beard here, like a... they literally are old. I didn't know they grew hair like that as well. Honored elder, pray allow me to begin by thanking you for welcoming us into your home and for accepting our humble offerings. My companions and I are come in search of knowledge, specifically, knowledge of your people's god. Knowledge alone? What strange hunters you are! If it's words you desire, then words you shall have. We are the Bath, the non-mind, and to speak is our fate. You will hear the tale of the Nath's god, or of the god the one mind summoned into our midst. That's exactly what I want to hear. The one mind. These are the Nath who reside in the main colony? Yes, they are. Connected. But let us begin the story at its beginning. Some moons ago, a single dragon flew in from the east, bleeding and weak. It fell from the sky and into the hive, where it was swarmed by my brethren. And with spear and spell and musket, the dragon was slain. It was likely one that had fled battle with my kinsmen. I should commend you for finishing the job. I knew she was gonna be angry at that. Dragons are fierce and terrible adversaries. The one mind would always cower when their winged shadows passed over the ground. But no longer. They had learned that a battle-weary Dravanian was easy prey. Thus did the Overmind decide to heed the words of the Black Robe Man. Oh, is it the Asians? It's the bloody Asians! The bloody Asians came here, of course they bloody did. The one mind will call forth our god and unleash his blades upon the dragons. Dravanian lands would become Nathlands, and ever larger would grow our domain. But our god ever hungers. The price he demands in crystals far exceeds the rewards for this war. We of the Bath despise and revile his insatiable existence. There it is right there. There it is right there, they came. Let's get this Ring of Healing. Maybe I can equip that right now. But I think it's level 52 or so, so it's probably not useful to me right now. Perhaps for a future healing class, for another like healing class I use, it might be good. When I get to level 52 in that class, I mean. We are the non-mind. Whispers of thought are grown silent, and with our voices aloud we must speak. Of necessity then, was a storyteller chosen. You're a great storyteller. Thank you for the information. The beast tribes have ever summoned their gods out of necessity. That the Nath should do so out of mere covetousness sets a worrying precedent. Well, the necessity of their covetousness, you could say. Needing to expand more land, or rather wanting to expand their land more, and then, yeah. Even a wounded dragon is a dangerous opponent. These men did well to overpower one. Don't let Isael hear you say that. Isael, I think it's pronounced. I need to remember that. Call upon the power of a primal for the greater good, conscious all the while that I did so at grave cost to the land. I reason that it is a necessary evil, and willingly shoulder the burden of my sin. In suggesting that such crimes can be justified, you may argue that I presume too much, but you must surely see that I am aware of the magnitude of my transgressions. Not so the Nath. They summon their deity for no greater purpose than to expand their dominion. To a Scion of the Seventh Dawn, one sworn to eliminate the primal threat. The distinction you draw seems questionable at best, but the fact remains that my own grandfather risked unleashing the power of the 12 in an attempt to prevent the calamity. Thus, while I may not condone your actions, I at least understand them. Not so the Nath, as you so rightly put it. If they truly seek naught but territorial gain, I can only conclude that they are ignorant of the ruinous consequences of their god's insatiable appetite. The longer this primal is suffered to exist, the greater the suffering it will cause. It must be destroyed. How lightly you propose the destruction of this god, Master Alphinu, a being of whom we know not. Has it occurred to you that you may be sending the warrior of light to his death? We've done it before, but yeah. No, You have the right of it, Estinian. To have seen it is I who am guilty of presuming too much. Pray forgive me, Khaiden. Don't mention it. I do not fear my duty. I do not fear my duty. I do not underestimate them either, but yeah. Wait, Khaiden need not face this foe alone. Like him, I am blessed with the Echo's protection. She doesn't know that I don't have that anymore, but it seems to be coming back. Like him, I am blessed with the Echo's protection, and may do battle with a fear of primal influence. Let me bear this burden. We can do it together. Ha! Do you truly imagine yourself a second warrior of light? Remind me, how many primals have you faced, my lady? Not that it matters, we know not where this god resides or how to challenge it, unless you mean to pray until it appears. They need to stop arguing with each other like that, for heaven's sake. Justinian makes a valid point. Let us speak with the Vath and learn how best to secure an audience with their deity. In this, at least, I may be of assistance. Let us do that indeed. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be able to do that today. The young lord certainly appears eager to prove his worth. Does he? I don't think that's what it is, Justinian. I don't think that's what it is, but if you say so. But yeah, we can definitely do that on stream tomorrow. It will be a good way to go about it. By the fury. I was sure these beastmen know less about their god than I do. Is it so bad so far? There must be some way of infiltrating the main colony. Might be good to purchase something actually, because I'm gonna need something to replace the grape juice. No. Just fishing bait. It will be useful another time though. I think it will be. We are Bath. We are the non-mind. We do not hear the one-mind's thoughts. We cannot predict their will. They may not know how to do that. Put this idea from your minds, generous hunters. If you meet with our god, then he will have your souls. Surely you are not so generous as that. Well, I'm protected by Midgard Sommer, and Lady Iceheart Isail is protected by the Echo. You wish to meet our god? Offer yourself as a sacrifice and you will soon be brought before him. We would mourn the loss of such generous hunters, however. Don't worry, we'll take care of that god, that primal. The Bath greet mine every question with cryptic utterances. I fear I am no closer to understanding the tenets of their faith. Twisty! Great timing.
We'll die for our king, we'll die for our king, and our souls will be stained by their blood. We'll die for our king, we'll die for our king, and our souls
will be stained by their blood. Let me activate my reverb for this, because it needs to be done in this way. It's an invasion from another dimension, from Twisty Tales. Illurin recommended me, thank you so much. A Meowsing Tigress, also thank you for being here, and for the follow right there. Yes, after a good long 12 hours, well done. But yeah, welcome everyone. I am the multi-dimensional Tajigin Khaiden, a sentient star cluster inbit to perform. You actually have rated me quite close to the end of the stream. There's kind of a time limit to how long I can go today. I definitely can't go for the whole 12 hours, though I would wish to. But don't worry, we have like 3 other Final Fantasy XIV streams on this FF14 week. But yeah, I'm glad. Thank you, Lurin, for recommending that to me. Thank you, Twisty, for the raid. And also, oh yeah, thank you also for the follow. And CassieCat28, also thank you for the follow. Nice, nice. So Twisty just started. There's probably gonna be spoilers here if you want to tune off at Twisty. And yeah, like if you need to rest, like for heaven's sake. For Heavensward's sake. It's been 12 hours, so take all the rest you need. Thank you for the raid. Yeah, go to sleep, go to sleep. Go to sleep if you need to. I know all too well what that's like. So yeah. Let's keep doing this though. You are generous hunters, yes. Many gifts you have brought, but not enough for all Vath to enjoy. Maybe you could bring us just one more? We are very fond of Nanka flesh. Yes, the meat of a young Nanka would make a fine repast. Repast, that's a new word to me. But yeah, what was Twisty up to there? How far did she make it into FF14? Yeah, Heavensward is going super well. Meowsing. You let me know how you prefer to be called, by the way, but yeah. Tigress? You prefer to be called Tigress? But yeah, it's so good to be able to advance a lot through it, and I am eager to see what that is like at the end of the week, because it's Final Fantasy XIV City. 2022, July 1st. I started this fantastic game, no pun intended. And I just like saying the word fantastic a lot, you know? But yeah, no pun intended. And then, yeah, we gotta hunt more Nanka flesh. Let's do that. That's a Japanese word, isn't it? Nanka? Like, Nanka, subarashi desu ne. This is like wonderful, isn't it? Yeah, I think it can be translated like that. Okay, gotcha, Tigers. But yeah, Heavensward is going fantastic. Again, no pun intended. I need to say more words that are similar to fantastic. Excellent, superb, spectacular, marvelous, incredible, unbelievable, befuddling. No, that one doesn't fit as much. There's many more words that I can remember right now. Splendid, that's another one. Say like a fighting game announcer. Like Shao Kahn in Mortal Kombat, like the Marvel announcer. Marvelous. Or just laugh like Shao Kahn does. That's my best impression of the Shao Kahn laugh from the classic Mortal Kombat games. I digress anyway. Let's kill these poor Nanka. But yeah, we're definitely getting further in Heavensward. Looking forward to what the rest of the week offers. I think depending on where we go, we may also do more Astrologian and Black Mage quests. That depends on how far we make it. How am I enjoying the critically acclaimed story? Yeah, it keeps blowing me away. It keeps just making me wonder what the hell are they doing? Where the hell did this come from? Like, the thing that I'm kind of, well, not getting tired of, but in lack of a better word, getting tired of, is like so many characters that have hidden evil intentions. Like, every story arc has somebody that is actually going to betray us or has betrayed us a long time ago. Like, there's an imposter among us in every bloody arc. And already I saw something from a character earlier like, for heaven's sake, I can't trust anyone anymore. I'm even joking that I can't trust myself anymore. I'm gonna end up betraying someone at some point. For all I know. You can't trust anybody here. There's backstabbing everywhere. So yeah. What parts have you played through today? So you may get a clue if you remember what this part is, Illurin. I think we're about to unlock the primal quest for the Nath. We already spoke to Lady Iceheart. We have her kind of on our side. Estinian and her are just trolling each other. Well, not trolling each other, but insulting each other. I don't think we're gonna do the primal quest today, though. That's gonna be for tomorrow. And depending on how we end this, it may be exactly what we start with tomorrow. Oh, this trial is awesome. Yeah, but we won't be able to do it today, Tigress. Nevertheless, I'm looking forward to it. What is that? The 7th or 8th primal by now? How many do we have? Actually, I can check from the duty, I think. From the duty finder. Where is it? Trials. Ifrit, Titan. I'm counting them. Garuda. That's 3. This fight is one of my favorites. The Blade Master fight. Good God. I mean, was Typhon also a primal? I wonder. Anyway, battle in the Big Keep. I'm gonna assume that Typhon was not a Titan. Was it? I think it... I'm not sure. Anyway, there was a primal in the Hildebrand quest, but I'm not sure if it was that one. Anyway, we have 3 so far. The War Leader, that's 4. Ramu, that's 5. Shiva, that's 6. This is like number 7, I think. Yeah. So this is the 7th or the 8th, depending on how you count them. If Typhon from the Hildebrand quest was that one, but that's the Typhon from like the arena, I think. I'm not sure. For once I am in agreement with the Dragoon. Speaking with this beastman is an exercise in frustration. And what has that to do with their primal or their faith, Master Alfinu? Let us glean the information we require and be done with this place. The Bast tell me that their tribe is not accustomed to giving each individual a name. It seems they only grasped the concept after they began trading with the hunters. I see you, Toromi. We Bast do enjoy our Nanka flesh. Have you been out hunting yet? Here you are. You really do enjoy that flesh. I don't blame you. If you like something, I don't blame you. I'm that way with tea and pies. I haven't had a pie in a while. I think I might be on the brink of finally learning how to bake a pie. I have like a lot of like jam right now, especially like a big apple jam that I didn't like as much, so I'd rather use that in a pie maybe. Let's see what it's like. Oh yeah, we're on the same server. What was it? Excalibur, right? Yeah. Yeah, we are, Tigress. Another gift for the vat. So unexpected. Yes. You will have more of the words you strange hunters hunger for. Listen now. The senses of the one mind are enmeshed by the overmind. What one sees, all see. What one feels, all feel. Alert a single Nath and the whole hive is alerted. To reach our god undetected is all but impossible. That gives us good information, I think. The Vath are wont to allude to certain concepts without explanation, but I believe I am beginning to grasp a few of the fundamentals. From what I understand, the king-like Overmind sits at the center of Nath society, and his presence somehow allows his subjects to communicate without need of word or gesture. Kind of like a queen bee, I think. But the hive mind is only possible because of that one individual, which is very interesting. These Nath, the ones who inhabit the larger hive, are known as the One Mind, and it was by their combined will that the primal was summoned. Those who reside in this smaller hive, however, are the Bath, or the Non-Mind, who, for reasons that yet escape me, seem to have been excluded from the telepathic bond which connects their Nath counterparts. Those are the Bath ignorant of the One Mind's thoughts and intentions, and of the nature of their own god. In summary, we have wasted our time. Not so. Perilous though it may be, the Bath did furnish us with one certain method of approaching the primal, as sacrifices. Should we allow ourselves to be captured in the environs of the colony, then that will bring us before their deity to make an offering of our souls. I kinda like the sound of that plan, that sounds like fun. Yeah, it's a hive mind like the Borg in Star Trek, for example. Ah, yes, I see what you mean. It's a kind of hive mind like most hive minds are, I guess, in which there is no individuality in each member, which is not the multi-mind that I like. This is not the star cluster nature I want to bring into every dimension I travel to. But I think we're on the cusp of finally unlocking this. So yeah, as I mentioned earlier when the raid just came in, we were close to the end of the stream, so we're gonna end it here. Pretty much on every single one of the streams this week, I only have about 3 hours for all of them, so I think we're not gonna go beyond them for most of them. So we can drop over a raid to somebody else though. So let's end it here. I'm gonna log out right here immediately after I end the stream. So we're just gonna pick it up from where we left off tomorrow, because yes, what we have this week. Yeah, very nice to meet you, Tigress. Thank you for the chatting and the follow and all of that, of course. Yes, yes, that's what we have this week. It's a Final Fantasy XIV week in celebration of my first anniversary playing this game. You know, I was hoping to get a subscription, but the Steam version is the one that's discounted, so from what I learned, it's not viable. Like, it's a very separate thing, which is a shame. It's a shame. Not other games are not like that, right? Like, I think the Old Republic Stutor is there, but it's not like that. Like, I wonder why that is. Seems so impractical to have that way. But anyway, I did see earlier that the subscription price was not as much as I thought. Like, it is more reachable to me than I thought. I was expecting it to be more. Your offer still stands, alluring. Yeah, I know though, I know. But don't worry. We'll talk about it if it does come up for me. Yeah, alluring offer to buy a subscription for me for the first 6 months, included with like the complete edition and all that. But yeah, that's another topic for another time. For now, let's end it right here. Usually I tell you the details of what we're gonna do in each of the streams, you know, what each of the streams are, but I think this is very straightforward. I don't think I need to tell you anything else about this schedule, only that tomorrow it's at 1 p.m. Eastern time like today, and then Saturday and Sunday it's at 6 p.m. Eastern time. That's all you need to know. And all of the streams are on Twitch this week, so there's also that. Yeah, that was very sweet of him to offer, Tigress, and he has done that for other people. From what I understand, the maniac! The FF14 maniac! Love him for that. Alright, let's see who we can raid now. Let's drop that invasion from another dimension. The last raid we didn't drop that message because it was a special raid for B Harmony. What a fantastic event that was. Let's see. Yeah, it's been a while since I've been live at this time, so I might find somebody that I haven't raided in a while. Let's see. Interesting, yeah. There's not as many people live at this time. I do have a few ideas here, but yeah. Let me see this person. I need to make sure they haven't been live for long. Okay. We're going to raid OS Riddle. An old friend of mine. He's an OG who was here for the very first stream I did on Twitch many years ago. So yeah, he's an old friend for sure. Feel free to copy and paste either version of the raid message. The invasion from another dimension. It's been fantastic having you all here from the raid and from before that too. Thank you everybody for the follows. And again to Twisty Tales for the raid earlier. Let's end this Final Fantasy XIV stream like this. We are going to pick up right where we left off tomorrow. Oh, I just reminded myself. I think we should have the gold saucer stuff on Saturday as well. Just a weekly cactbot. But yeah, it's been a fantastic stream. Let's have more of that this week and advance thoroughly through Heavensward. Yeah, take care too, Azure. It was good to have you here. See you tomorrow for the Blade Master. Ooh, I love the sound of that. Oh yeah, and before I forget, let me set up the raid. I nearly forgot to do that. Anyway, let's do the invasion from another dimension to the OS Riddle dimension. I'll see you all tomorrow for more Final Fantasy XIV. Have a good one, alright? Otsukai-sama desu. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye, Minna. Slides and random tier. I like that, Tigress. Alright, goodbye everyone. Otsukai-sama.